At the day to celebrate. Hey, what?
I mean, it crazy. It's driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy.
Hey,
You got the whole red eye going on when you did that before. Yeah.
are you cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, woo, we're cool. I've got too much sound going. Hey, we've got love hearts already in the room. It's a day to celebrate, Rob. It's a day to miss you. Woo.
Crazy. I made me crazy. Crazy.
Hey, you must be celebrating with your new what do you call it? License, Rob. If you hadn't tuned in till yesterday, Rob bought himself a Boomerang license. How do you feel about it today, Rob? Knowing that there's going to be a credit card for you to purchase.
We haven't started, have we?
Yeah.
Because that would have been copyright. You'll have to cut that out.
No, don't worry about it. I'm not worried about the money. I make $1. I can profit $1 a video, Rob. I'm all right. But today is a day to rejoice for the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger and his dirty men and women, the Avengers.
Mate, I'm heartbroken. I just bought the bloody license the other day, and then today, this, mate.
Oh,
unbelievable.
Not the license to pay the music, but you mean you bought the 500. Well, how are you going to be all right, mate? This credit card is going to be a tax-free credit card. That means you won't have to pay tax on it.
Credit debit, what is it card?
Well, it's a crypto. It's a crypto card. Everyone's because you got transit card. They tried doing one, and then they put that Visa logo on it, and Visa went NATO at them, and then they had to take off the Visa logo on their Visa credit card, and then they got shut down. Yeah,
but they would have crossed all the T's and dotted the I's, mate. They would have got it sorted, mate. These are professionals.
Well, funny thing I did pick up that Shavez said he's applying for he's submitting logos to Visa to be approved so they can have them on their credit card. And I don't know if you've noticed this. Anyway, you'll love this if I can bring up the right screen. See that there, that credit card that he's on? Yeah. Well, that is actually off the Visa credit card website, and you can make yourself up a mock-up card, and that's what I did.
Oh, you got the logo on there too, mate. 9Pay.
That's Visa's card, mate. It's even a platinum if you can get rid of the leaders exposed thing. Now, it's not every day. It's not every day that I go to the extra effort and put a blog on my website to help get the SEO going. But today's video was a cracker. And I'm going to take my own hat off, and I've been running around the room, patting myself on the back furiously, thinking, how did I do it? How did I knock this one out of the ballpark? And all I did is sat in the room and tried not to speak. And that is completely against what I normally would do. Susie, you're in there. Hello, Admiral. Hello, Colonel. That's us, I think. Woo, woo, woo. And we got 2 mentions in the meeting, in a secret meeting.
Well, you did.
Well, we're a team because they said at one point they said he's got people in the waiting room. I presume that was the Avenger. That they don't know the word Avenger like we do. But anyway, I thought it was pretty cool.
You're saying it's a cauterized credit card.
Cauterized. There's a lot about this. Hold it. There's a lot about this that I have actually watched it in bits a couple of times. I spent most of my day cutting up the video and spreading it around the world. I even gave a copy to Bob, and Bob's promised me it's going on to 40 million places around the world. And I thought not many people really understand this Boomerang thing. Rob does because he's got a license.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I'm a convert, and today I was heartened that they were taking so much effort to have a proper strategy meeting.
And
that's what professionals do.
I had that Zoom link open for about 4 weeks. I have sat there, waited like a fisherman, waiting for that fish to come along and bite that hook. And then they couldn't figure out how we managed to get the link. And I've got other strategies as well. And then I got that bite. And I'm listening to this meeting. As you just heard there, Rob, we've got this sort of screen that doesn't look very appealing. And you can even see the look on my face. I'm like, huh?
What is this?
What am I doing here? And then it all come, and then I thought, oh, Shavez is in here. And I thought, oh, the other day, I'm in one of their meetings, and I've got a video of Shavez, and I'm actually holding it up to the camera to make it look like Shavez is in the room. And I've got my camera on, and I was there for about 20 minutes holding my camera up with his video. And that reminded me of it, actually. It was really hard case.
Just in case people don't know what Danny's talking about, there was a Shavez, the typical Boomerang update, Wednesday Shavez update. And then about an hour later, was it 2 hours later?
Yep.
Yeah, Danny just happened to have all of these old Zoom links open, and boom, a leaders meeting starts. That other than the leaders, no one would have known what the link was. But Danny
I'm just room, and there's 70 participants, and I thought, it's another one of those friggin' Portuguese meetings. And then I thought, no, hold it, and it had everybody in it except Chantal. Where were you, Chantal? We did a roll call, and it had world leaders. We have sent this video off to government departments for them to investigate. We have gone through, and I said to the men in black in America that I have databases on at least half the people in the room. Some of them I didn't recognize, but there was New Zealanders, Australians, Portuguese people, lots of Americans, Canadians, and some of them were and one from Norway, which I've just take my hat off to. So I think we've got a lot to discuss. Susie's busting there because Susie, Susie Stealth.
And no grace. And they spoke about, and I won't even remember everything, but they spoke about a credit/debit card. They've been calling it a debit card up until today. Today it became a credit card, although very dubious whether there's any credit on it. Talked about how you can push to gain a community all around the world and what the potential is, and that's what you're having a look on the screen. And what else are these? Shavez smokes on the camera. Ferda asked about KYC, and so Shavez asked that the recording gets stopped. I will say this once and only once kind of thing. Yep. I will never say this outside this meeting kind of thing. And, oh, man, there was other stuff. Oh, that's right. And a Chinese leader goes to town about not being able to get any money out of the bridge. And then you hear the bridge is never going to be open. That's the way I understood it. The bridge is gone forever.
That's basically a lot of the highlights we're giving you. David asked whether, when they get this credit card going, whether they'll be able to use their BTCC money to withdraw on the credit card. And I thought that was classic. There's a lot of gems in there, and it kind of made me chuckle quite a bit, to be honest. I just want to bring up the logo for today. So this is what we have to condemn. Now, I've been coughing all day long because I've got, what did you say I had? I had secondary smoke.
Yeah, mate. Like, I think Danny got so close to this video, I think he inhaled stuff, and he's going to get secondary cancer through inhaling Chavez's secondary smoke.
Yeah, no, we got so much. And if you go to the original thumbnail, we have got every single leader around the world who's involved in what Shavez is peddling.
Oh, and there was Kiwi in there.
I scraped the name. So if you go, if we go to my blog.
Oh, yeah. But like I have never seen a Kiwi in one of those meetings. Never.
Well, I'll tell you that I don't really want to point out the Kiwis, but you can see in here somewhere one of these Kiwi names.
Mate, have a look at all the names. Billy Jack, he was a good one. I don't think he had his camera on.
There you go. There's the Kiwis.
Clare and Darryl.
Yeah. And even Terry Fitzgerald.
Real name?
Yvonne Henry. Crystal and Nicholas. They're the people that introduced Richard. Oh shit.
That's right.
Sorry. Crypto Domino. Sorry. I always get that wrong. Billy Jack, I've seen him a few times. David's team, DFFs.
Eduardo. Mari, Nazarela.
And Mighty Joe.
Guyana. Oh, and the Polynesian Hoye Club.
Oh, trash shit.
Yeah, he was very subdued on it. Fabian was in there.
Yep. So
Fabian
the senators in Australia. We've even got a big newspaper in Australia. She gave us a victory lap. I said, if you ever want to do an article or know somebody who wants to do an article, this is your time to shine. So, it's a good cornerstone video. This is one of the ones that's going to go down as history as it went up in smoke. Yeah.
After I get my 3x.
So just while we got you there, Rob, we what did we glean from the very first meeting? We did a preview last night.
Nothing
of what was going to happen, and I think I got more delays. He said he was going to open up a secondary exchange, and then once he gets that going, he's going to have another one shortly after that, and another one shortly after that.
But if you go back a week and you listen to what he said a week ago, I don't think he said anything different this week. I thought he said exactly the same as he said the week before.
In fairness, last week he was worse because he lost his train of thought a few times, and I took 15 minutes to figure out what he's talking about.
Well, last week he said, forgive me if I'm wrong, he said that Arbitrum was going to be up in 1 to 2 days.
That's why I'm holding fingers up, mate, before you even said it.
Yeah, 1 to 2 days. A week later, it's going to be up in a few days.
Maybe
and
he's got
I want my money.
Maybe he's got a dyslexic, but he doesn't know how to count.
His lexic is just, mate. I don't know. He's got something back to front. I'll tell you that.
I like your background though. But envious. I've been hunting for new backgrounds because you had one, and I have got a new one, but I always like yours.
It's my lighting. It's my lighting. Look at that. You'd swear this is real, wouldn't you? I can reach up and touch that.
Right. So we learned nothing in the morning meeting, but I have got the video. I have got timestamps, but I don't think we need to. I think we'll just go for it, and then if you get bored, we'll fast forward because there was so many gems in this information that this is like the creams of the crew. What do they got? The cream of the creme?
I would give you permission to play this at probably speed and a half and just, let's see how it goes.
That's the problem. I can't do it this way, I don't think. I might try it. I'll see what happens anyway. If you fall asleep, I'll let you know. But I'm pretty familiar with. Oh, he's falling asleep. Okay, let's see what happens anyway. I'll try that button there. Yep, and it's me talking every now and again. Not too much. I was well behaved.
Try to find some leaders in the Asian market. This is going to be very, very big. Huge.
Bit personal.
Then we have South America, 30 million crypto holders. Jose. So, and then we have Africa, 91 million people. Then we have...
Where the hell would he have got these stats from?
There's some kind of extrapolation. He's got some kind of disclaimer on there, which I can... like when it gets larger, you'll be able to read it.
Oceania, that means the Australian region in New Zealand. Very little, but
hey, listen to what he says about New Zealand. And do you notice my username is actually on the live? So at this time,
say it.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm freaking out, thinking, "Oh my god!" So I went and unlisted the stream so no one could see it, just in case they had spies.
Clever boy. Clever boy that flies on you.
Yes, the most learned ones, from Australia and New Zealand, because they started everything.
Oh, blame us for it.
The whole regulation came into place, and it all started from Australia. So
that means Sam Lee, doesn't it? That's what he's trying to say. He just didn't.
Yeah, I was thinking that myself. Yeah, when I
no, he is. It's blockchain global, and he thinks. And this is why I still think it's Hypertech Group, because Hypertech moved from New Zealand to Hong Kong, but originally, so yeah.
Little, but yes, learn it. Okay. So when we understand the market size, then we also need to understand.
This is a leaders meeting. Do you think we need to do it at one times? Because I'll have to do another, but because it's going to be a very long night if we don't know.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of info in there, but it is kind of spread out, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll give me a minute. We'll readjust things here. All right. Let's go to that one. Let's go to that one. And let's go to, now I need to do the sound again. This is going to be a bit of a pain. Move that one.
What are you doing, Daniel?
Oh, yeah, trying to figure it out.
They ship by bulk to US and then they ship it.
It's already going. That's right. Right, we'll go back to here. We'll go full screen on that one. All right, should get
who's who,
now.
Isn't it? The who's who in this meeting?
Well, it was actually, it was quite rapt about it, really. Now, I think I've got the right.
Every time you've seen a ranked leader, they're probably in this meeting.
Well, I flipped through. We've actually got quite a lot. I'll just get back to where we were. I think it was about there. And I will put it on. Let's go for 180 on that. Let's go for normal. Let's just go for 1.5 and we'll see how we get on. And let's see what we got.
Let her up.
When we understand the market size, then we also need to understand.
This is a leaders meeting.
So what
I should be here.
Is a utility.
I don't want to disrupt this. I want to record.
Write it down. Make these points.
It's
a utility tool for spending crypto. What is this? What is 9Pay? 9Pay is a crypto payment card.
Shout out.
It is a payment card. You will not explain anything. You will say this is a payment card partnered with Visa.
Partnered with. Don't people say that like it means nothing? Do you think
and you won't explain any? Pardon me. You won't explain anything. So this is a kind of a strategy meeting. This is a here's how you do your sales pitch.
And a couple of things to notice. He does talk about how the card is already in use because he's given one to his driver and his cook, as he called it.
Yeah. And you think how?
Yeah, so it's already in circulation, but he's applying to Visa for one. So you'll miss little bits like that. But we're professionals and we scrutinize this. So don't spray your trigger.
Don't do that when I'm drinking.
yeah. Right. Okay, carry on, Danny.
So it is a payment card that allows you to spend like any other card. So if you have your debit card, if you have your credit card, you pay bills, you buy beers, you buy burgers, you do online payment, you go to ATM, withdraw cash, you tap and pay, you scan and pay. Every other activity that you are able to do with a physical and virtual card, you will be able to do with our payment card, crypto card.
Crypto card. Look at all the people in the window.
Same like the bank's card. Everything's same. Now, all those features that are there in your bank card, Visa or Master, you can perform with this card. So simple, very simple.
So we've got lots of people here, mate. Lots of people. I'm actually collecting their names now.
Nothing extraordinary, no fancy things. Just simply you have to say this. All features includes you tap, you pay at POS, the point of sale machine, where you swipe, you insert the card, and then you enter your PIN, or without entering your PIN, you pay. So tap, POS, online payments in gateways, wherever there is option to pay with the card, you can pay. And then withdrawals from automatic telling machines, ATMs, worldwide, wherever Visa cards can pull some money out.
Hey, whale miner, nice to see you in here. Thought I'd stop and say good day. Susie's flooded the room with excitement because she was away today and she's in here. So we do like when we get people asking questions. Do take part of the poll. You might enjoy that, by the way.
You can also pull some money out. As simple as that. So card, Visa, whatever any Visa card can do, 9pay card can do. Okay. Now we will talk about the acceptance. So
just pause it there.
This is a Visa card.
Do you want to listen to about the acceptance?
No. He said one thing, and this is maybe I got this wrong, but just when you listen to the rest of this video, what he's basically saying, I'm not going to explain everything, but I will explain one thing. He's saying that this card pays in USD, like US dollars. It can purchase things in US dollars. And it will only work with USDT, but maybe other crypto. But you can use it anywhere you can pay in US dollars. And I'm thinking, I don't think you'd be able to pay in US dollars in Australia or New Zealand. Am I wrong there?
I think it just, no, I've traveled a bit, and normally you can pay in any currency you want. Sometimes it does let you, it comes up on the machine and asks what currency you want to do it on. But very rarely. I don't explain it well, but I went to New Caledonia, and to withdraw money, it cost me $45 to withdraw $50. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, but the thing that the thing that I thought about, and maybe I got it wrong, so if there's anybody watching this, or you, Danny, that he seemed to be saying that you can use this as a credit card, so you would go into a shop, make a transaction. But if someone went into the shop that you work in with those watches and they wanted to pay in USD and they had a card that would only pay in USD, would you be able to take it?
We'd be able to take the money, but it would be it'd have to go through a bank. So your bank would have bank fees, surely. I mean, and what he's alleging is that what everyone wants right now is to be able to use their crypto on an ATM machine. And I reckon that's what he's trying to announce he's got, because everyone's going, wow, that's what we all want. But delivering that is, I reckon, is impossible.
So just listen to this and see whether I got the wrong end of the stick or not, because I thought that he's saying you can use this anywhere where you can purchase in USD, US dollars.
Yeah, I think he does. I think he is sort of. Let's just listen.
So it is partnered with Visa. That means Visa has signed, Visa has two prerequisites, Visa has all the terms and conditions that we have already met.
That's bullshit. I'm just saying.
That's why we are able to print Visa on our card, and that's why we are able to publish Visa on our app and pitch deck everywhere, right?
Okay, so you'll be able to use Visa on the app. So I know you got like Afterpay, and you can load that onto your phone with an app. And then when you go into a shop, you can use Afterpay and pay things off over 3 or 4 months rather than doing it one big hit. But that links to your real credit card. So I don't know if that's what he's insinuating they're going to have. But I know getting something on the App Store that's coming from Shavez is going to be like impossible.
I was actually struggling to work out how they could make any money here.
Well, one of the guys blurted it out, didn't he? He said something about that 10% when people spend.
With a cashback or something.
Yeah.
Then we have Apple Pay. So we are following all the prerequisites, all the regulations, all the benchmarks that are required for Apple Pay, because this is a financial product. This is not a joke. So we are following every other regulatory check that Apple Pay requires. Then we are collaborated with Google Pay. We are following everything that is required to be onboarded as a partner with Google Pay. Then
all right, there's another point coming up here, mate. Trash Shit basically knows the provider that he's using, and he already knows about this company. So it's definitely not them applying for a card. I reckon they're just getting a white label something. Well, they're insinuating they're allowed to get a white label card from some other company that's jumped through all the hoops already.
Out of Hong Kong.
Well, it's not going to be available for Chinese, but I thought Hong Kong was in China. Just saying.
Good point.
We have Alipay, PayPal, WeChat Pay, every other institutional, non-institutional payment service is collaborated with Alipay officially.
There's only 68 people in this room.
We are following every norms. All giant partners are associated with us. Of course, for this, we have to follow the visa requirements. So we follow visa requirements, we get collaboration.
They don't like scammers, Shavez. Sorry. They will know very soon. Rob, don't say that. They are scammers just because you got yourself a license.
I bought a license, I believe.
We follow visa requirements, we get collaboration. Okay. So all these global institutions, whatever regulations they follow, we follow, and we have fulfilled. This is very clear. Basic. Make these notes also, because this is very important. Okay. So, in short, this is not a shady product.
No.
Yeah, this is the cream, mate.
He just said it, mate. You know it's legit.
Well, he said this isn't a shady product, which would insinuate that every other product they got is freaking shady. Like your license for Boomerang you just got.
Better not be.
This is not a scam. This is not a bullshit product that anyone has offered or that anyone can offer in collaboration with these brands. Of course, I will tell you how these small people, they create some cards and everything. I will explain. But this is what we are doing. Okay. So question of legality, question of authenticity, these questions are already phased out. Okay. Then we will talk about the specifications of the card. What are these specifications? So to understand these specifications,
Tracy's still on
simple, right? Comparison. So there are already existing cards, right? There are so many cards. There are so many competitors. You will say, okay, Lucky will say I use Nexo, and then people in Europe they will say, Revolut, Gemini, Coinbase card, Binance card, Crypto.com. All these companies or all these card providers, we will write in our pitch deck and we will compare with them because we can. Okay, now let me give you the comparison, how it is done and what is the actual difference. So these players like Binance, like Coinbase, so there are two grounds in which we can compare this. First ground, point number one, first ground of comparison, the process of onboarding. That means how users can be onboarded, because all these cards are exchange-based cards, right? So
what did he say? Exchange-based cards.
Well, I'm not too sure, but when I was listening to this first time, I thought, man, there's so many cards in the market. How would you actually pitch this to where most people are going to run with it?
Yeah. When was the last time you updated your credit card?
Yesterday, literally, because I got bloody scammed online and I had to change my credit card. No shit. Yes, no shit. On the phone. $92.
I paid my car registration while I was talking to you about a year ago, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'm going, oh no, it's not due. I just paid some scammer with my car and had to, it's such a pain. Do you want me to identify some? Did you? Oh no way! You didn't pay for your license with your credit card, did you?
I'm not saying anything.
All right. Anyway, I didn't understand. I think
So if Binance is working in some country, then only those users can be onboarded. As simple as that. So onboarding challenges. But what we have, because these are all exchange-based companies, but what we have or what we are payment solution providers. We are not exchange-based card provider or exchange-based business model.
Thing there, isn't it?
We are purely payment solution providers, not exchanges. So, number one, the countries where we can operate is everywhere where Visa works.
Okay.
And all these card providers, even if they are bigger in terms of brands, but they are limited because they follow the exchange norms, the exchange conditions, right? And now we will take very good example. The biggest crypto market is Asia, right? And Binance and all these cards, they all do not work. And you know where is the most favorable place on earth for these regulations or these rules and laws for crypto asset-based payment systems? Singapore and Hong Kong. So even everything comes from Asia, and Asian market is not able to consume what they are providing as a jurisdiction. Binance does not work in India. Binance does not work in countries like Vietnam or China mostly. So we are not exchange-based card solution provider as a service. No, we are payment solution providers.
He's allowing you with this card to have money, to have cryptocurrency.
To your tummy.
Yeah, well, yeah, kind of.
I could hear it from here.
The way the way I understand it, he's saying that you can have cryptocurrency in your wallet. Yeah. Somehow that cryptocurrency is attached to the card or the provider of the card. Yeah. And when you want to purchase an item, you go into a shop and you swipe the card just like you would use a credit card or an FPOS card or something like that. And it will deduct the amount that you paid for the purchase from your crypto wallet. Now, one of the things that I was thinking about here is that does that mean that if you had this card has free access to your crypto in your wallet?
That's probably
because it would have to, otherwise it wouldn't, be able to get the money to pay itself back.
Well, imagine the vulnerabilities, because you've got that 12 code friggin' smart wordy thing you put in your MetaMask. So you'd have to go through and make sure that was all connected, and that's probably what the app, theoretically, the app, he would have thought this out though, because he's thought things out. I mean,
it's an interesting thing, isn't it? Because when you think about it, an FPOS card is given to you by your bank, who obviously has access to your bank account. And so it just reaches into your bank account and passes the money over to the retailer. A credit card kind of gives you credit, but this seems to be called a credit card, but there's no real insinuation in here that anybody's giving you credit. You actually have to have I think as Susie said, the collateral, i.e. you have to have the money in some form, which is crypto, which means it must be able to reach into your crypto wallet.
Well, the interesting thing about that as well, because they're talking about how later on we'll hear about how they reckon they're going to avoid, countries will not be able to track the transactions because of the KYC provider. And they're saying that because money's only coming in to the country, not going out. And I'm going, well, if I pay my credit card bill, that money would be going offshore to the credit card provider. So it does seem like it's a one-way street. You either top up your crypto, is what they're alleging. You either keep your crypto account in credit and do it through another door, and then it drip feeds out the front door to real-world transactions. That's what it kind of, did that make sense?
Yeah. So what would stop if something like this was created by a bad actor, that it's signing up heaps of people for a card and then the card just accessing everybody's crypto and taking it?
And the fact that MetaMask has already flagged this, their website, as fraudulent because of phishing attempts, it wouldn't be, let's just pretend that Shavez is a dirty, disgusting bottom feeder of the world scammer, and he couldn't do it with MetaMask. So now he goes, I know what I'll do. I'll tell everyone I'm creating a credit card where they will connect their wallets to the credit card via an app, and then he may suck them dry. But that's just hypothetically speaking. That could be a danger. Got your red flag ready?
Very negative, Danny. I don't think he's that kind of guy, because most of those kind of guys smoke.
Oh, yeah, true. Never think of that. So obvious, isn't it? Let's carry on. We all know otherwise.
There is a second ground of difference or competition, you can say. So let's say in US, Coinbase is the largest one, I think. Gemini, Robinhood. These cards are the largest.
I just want to stop them right here. Look, if anyone was going to create a credit card which interfaces with your crypto, it would be MasterCard or Visa. They wouldn't let some friggin' Ponzi scheme, whatever, could be potentially a Ponzi scheme. I know you're new at these terminologies I'm using. But you wouldn't let somebody else like this come in. This would be changing the world. Imagine this. You just go off the decentralized world and you can use your credit card with Visa's logo on it to do transactions and purchases in the real world and not trace it. I mean, this is That's not right.
How would Visa be? And how would Visa actually make any money out of this?
Well, they'll have their fees, no doubt. But let's say that you wanted to buy a brand new car and you wanted to purchase it on Chavez's Visa. Do you think the government is going to let the car salesman actually take transactions from a credit card, which is overseas based and topped up with crypto that they can't trace? Do you think they're just going to say to the car dealer, you're not allowed to take payment from, let's call it the cartel card? Because that's what it's like. It'd be like taking money from a decentralized world to pay. I just don't see that that making sense in the business world. Even all the people that sell products, like if we sell these watches, I'm going to all of a sudden see somebody turn up with a card where I know that it's like paying from money made under the table or something. You know what I mean? I'm just getting ahead of myself here, but I'll get off my soapbox. Let's carry on, eh?
But it is important that people actually take into account. Yeah, hold on. But it is important that people take into account that if you have a merchant account, that you can, if you sell an item, that cardholder make a little bit of money from the account fee, which is a 6 monthly or 12 monthly thing, but it's not very much. And then they make a little bit of money from the interest if you're using the credit component. So, i.e., you're spending their money and then you're paying it back. And they make a little bit of money from the merchant as well, which isn't as much as it used to be. It used to be up to about 4.5%, 5%, didn't it? But I don't think it's that high now.
I think my mate in the shop, he I think his rate is like a 175 he pays, or maybe 2, which is really low, but he does nearly a couple of million transactions a year, Hey, lots of love hearts coming in there. Best viewers, Rob, if you want some slots, best viewers, somebody's trying to spam me in my Twitch account, and that's what they've come up with. So if you want some viewers, go to that shady address there and make that guy in Nigeria happy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Revolut, Nexo, Barclays, Swiss banks offer, some European banks also offer. So very simple. All these providers, even where they are provided, we will write their service charges, fees, and we will have a comparison table on our pitch. As simple as that. So
he's thought of everything, eh?
Prices, our fees, charges are already better than the existing providers. Plus, we have the edge where we can offer.
Hey, there's a lady called Crystal Nicholas in there. I know she's put $60,000 into We Are All Satoshi. No wonder she's in this meeting. She's where is she? She's about second row center, and and I know this because her ex-husband's girlfriend rang me up one day and told me a whole lot of stuff about her.
That is one thing. Places where these cards are available, those places as well, we are in competitive prices.
Crystal's in here. I can't believe these people. This is a leaders meeting.
So you can say advantage against these cards would be the limits of the transaction and the number of times you can transact. So we will not have any limit in terms of the maximum threshold of how and in what quantity you can transact. There will be just transaction limit on the basis of variant of the card that we will provide. We will have 3 variants. I will discuss later. Okay. So limits. These cards, including, bank cards are no comparison. It really is phased out. Even if you compare these crypto cards, I think if you will take crypto.com card, it also has a limit. And then you have to do a lot of staking and stuff. I don't think any of these cards offer or allow you to use above $50,000.
Every leader I know in this room. All the big guys.
With us, I think the maximum
including Danny de Hek,
in one transaction of our best card will be $100,000.
Sorry, I get excited sometimes.
So in terms of limits, in terms of execution, in terms of fees, we are competitive in the markets where these cards are available by these exchange partners. Okay. And then the onboarding process. So of course, the onboarding process is like you have to have valid KYC. Even if you have KYC, your KYC is not approved because the country where you come from is not operational. So of course, same thing. With us, it will be very simple. You download the app. It will be available on Apple App Store, and Google Play Store. You go to the store, download the app. It will be financial product on these app stores. So again, the question of authenticity, verification, whether it is legitimate, not. So as a financial product, it is available in these app stores. It will be.
I'm quite surprised he said that, because Apple was very hard to get onto, isn't it?
Mate, I just can imagine somebody in the Apple support team talking to Bob, and he goes, I want to give you 50 reasons why this card shouldn't be in your app store. How many do you want me to go? And they would say, oh, not that. How about this? You know, Deo comes to mind. What do they call it? Deo, the thingy. I mean, what entity is this card going to be set up under? Dell. I must remember that. A Dell.
Yeah, well, I know that Apple, for anybody to get on their app store even, and this is Apple Pay, so this would be even a higher threshold, I would have thought, is very stringent.
I literally used to have an app in the Apple store and also the Google Play store, and you had to pay like $150 a year to be one of their. I even get emails today because I'm in the team, the developers team. But yeah, I used to have it for my business networking. It was really hard. It took about 3 weeks of approval. Then they put it into this flight mode thingy where people would get to download it in beta version and test it. But any bugs or anything that's wrong with it will get thrown out. So I've got one in the Apple store before because I was a genuine company at the time.
Oh, well, in that case, they give them to anybody.
Yeah, they've got no problems. Fuck you.
Set your passwords, then you simply do your KYC.
Phone call to Terry. And did he say about password? Because somebody asked later on, can I set my own password? Can you imagine asking that on my credit card?
It is a self-guided app, no trainings, no tutorials, nothing required. Self-guided KYC system. And as soon as the KYC is approved, the card is generated and it is shipped and delivered to your doorstep.
If you don't know that noise, mate, I'm ringing up Terry Fitzgerald. He was in the audience, so I rang him again. You can see him going to his phone all the time. I got bored.
As simple as that. No such long KYC process, approvals, nothing. It will be, self-guided KYC. It will be instant. Like you scan your face, ID, and bam, done. Quick.
Bam, done.
So we have advantage like this. Now comes the basic questions like currencies which will be accepted. So initially we will start with USDT, USDC, Bitcoin, and Ethereum because these are approved by Visa. These are certified by Visa. Now, is there a possibility of BTC20 smart chain assets? Yes or not? Yes, because it is a simple process to apply for approval for Visa to accept our currency to exchange. I mean, it is a process which will take time, but it is possible, right? So initially, we will start with these 4 assets which are approved by Visa, and the approval of our assets is going to be under process the moment we launch. So, and now the biggest question comes, what is the currency or denomination of this card? It is a US dollar card, and it is a credit card, right? So which is the strongest currency on this planet? US dollar.
Yeah, I just know when I traveled, it wasn't as easy. I know I could purchase anything in a shop and not pay any extra, but as soon as I went to an ATM machine, it was tricky because I used to have.
But when you're purchasing, like when you went to India and Bangladesh and China, you weren't purchasing in USD though, were you? You were purchasing in whatever the local currency is.
Yeah, well, I were, yeah, and they wouldn't convert it to USD dollars. Only I'd do that to know how much I was paying. But yeah, no, it definitely doesn't make sense, that part, because I can't go into a shop and say I'm going to pay in US dollars and take my credit card because there's no button. But I know I have it. Well, I know what I was thinking of now. I think it was way back when I was in Japan. You could actually withdraw different currencies from the ATM machine. So you could do a cash advance.
Like currency.
Yeah, that's where I was getting confused.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just going to sprint through this. A payment solutions provider facilitates transactions and manages payments for businesses. It can be used for scams in various ways. Phishing scams, where scammers create fake payment sites or emails to steal payment information. Unauthorized charges. False refunds, identity theft, investment scams, and money laundering.
False refunds. Oh my God, here we go. Wish you never worked.
There's only 6 ways it can be used illicitly.
Okay.
Sounds pretty safe.
Yeah, that's good.
I probably searched the wrong thing there. Is that what it's called? A payment solutions provider, or was it something else?
No, I think you're right, because we're going to make that as part of the title, and it sounded really lame. A payment solution provider. I thought no one's going to search for that.
No,
I thought I won't make that my title. Hey, we've got 16 people in here. Thanks for being here, guy. Okay, so we've still got the poll out there, and we've got 86% of people did not know that Shavez smoked. Wonder if he smokes. We'll find out.
And you are holding a US dollar credit card. So wherever there is US dollar acceptance, even if you are from UK and you come to Dubai and you try to spend with your card, there are some times when you have to call your banks. But if you are having a US dollar card and you are anywhere on this planet, and that particular country is not sanctioned by US for its US dollars currency, then so it is a US dollar.
So there's actually really, I'm going to shut
where
up.
It will not
I'm
work,
going to Google
or where
something.
It will not. You will not be able to pay the list of countries where US dollar is sanctioned. And I think all these countries where we do not market, where we do not have community, except for one country, Russia. So
I would like to say, if you're in the chat room and you're listening to this and you get points that we're missing, or you want us to think about, please do just chuck them in the chat room. I personally, when I heard this, I thought we've been following like Transit Card, and I think there was Nemo Life, or I've forgotten what it's exactly called, something like Nino Life, and they're all out there trying to produce a credit card. And it seems like it's just like everyone was trying to do arbitrage trading. Now there's 7 companies doing arbitrage trading. And it just seems a natural progression for them to come out with this credit card. And about 2 or 3 months ago, we had Shavez having a display of a credit card. So I'm not really familiar with, let's just say, the potential risks that people would face by letting Shavez and his organization have something to do with their bank or a credit card that's going to, there's a whole lot of red flags around here. So if you have any unusual questions or things you want us to think about, quite good. Have you got something to look up there, Rob, or are you still searching?
Yeah, well, it's just got here. Several countries outside the United States accept US dollars in retail situations, especially in tourist-heavy areas or places with a significant international business presence. These include Mexico. Many tourist areas and border towns near the United States accept US dollars. Although the exchange rate may not be favorable. Canada, some businesses in Canadian cities near the US border may accept US dollars, but Canadian currency is generally used. Caribbean tourist destinations in countries like Jamaica, the Bahamas, and the Dominican Republic often accept US dollars alongside their local currencies. Panama, US dollars are widely accepted due to the country's use of the USD alongside the Panamanian Balboa. Cambodia, US dollars are commonly used alongside the Cambodian Rial, I think that's called, in many transactions. Vietnam, in tourist areas, especially in larger cities like Ho Chi Minh City and Hanoi, some businesses may accept US dollars. In Costa Rica. And it said it's important to know that while US dollars may be accepted in these places, the exchange rate may not be favorable. In other words,
you're talking about cash. You're not talking about payments with
payments
with credit card.
Payments, i.e., purchasing.
All right, and they will let you purchase in American dollars.
Yeah, and there's only plus the US, obviously. Well, that would make it 8.
I went from Turkey to Syria, and when I went through the Syrian. No, it was going into Jordan. They would 3,000 their money or $60 US, and I had 3,000 Jordan dollars, and they wouldn't take it at their own border, their own money. They wanted US dollars, and I had none, so I had to borrow some from a traveler. So that would be perhaps why they say, "Oh, you have to pay in US dollars because their currency is so unstable." So maybe it's the thing. With credit cards, have now adapted that people can choose what currency they pay the person in. And it might be like, oh yeah, here we go.
It said there are actually no countries that officially use the United States dollar as their national currency, except for the US. Ecuador in 2000, though, Ecuador adopted the US dollar as its official currency due to economic instability. It is the only country where the US dollar is legal tender. Panama, while Panama has its own currency, the US dollar is widely accepted. East Timor. Good grief. The US dollar is widely used in East Timor alongside the official currency. Zimbabwe, during times of hyperinflation, the US dollar became widely used alongside the Zimbabwean dollar. However, this situation has fluctuated over time in various Caribbean islands. So there's not, if you had this card, there's actually not many countries you could use it in, despite what they were kind of listing off all those places.
One of the most unusual thing I've seen when I traveled to Cambodia, there's a place by the, if people know where I'm talking about, but it's near the ocean. There's about 30 casinos. So all the buildings were built by the Chinese, leased back to the Cambodians. And when you went into the casinos, they were gambling with $1 and $2 US dollar notes. It was the most unusual thing. I sort of, the oxymoron. And same with funny with Syria and Jordan. When I was in there, they want US dollars, but they hate the US people for some reason. Don't know why that is.
Yeah.
Let's not go there. Get shot.
So Russians, next program, Marco is like, oh, I was building a team in Russia.
Now, this is interesting. So Marcos is the guy second down from the top, and you're not on the right screen, Danny. Let me go back into there. Marco's second down on the top underneath the, thank you for the name too, Susie. Appreciate that. But yeah, it is funny that they actually are quite rampant in Russia. And this Russian guy is just having a wee smirk because they must have a wee backhander going there with the Russian community. And listen to what he says next.
Okay. So we can definitely have something for Russians as well, like their acceptance, or maybe in their if we have people who are interested, we can definitely look for regulations how to execute in, or we can do something. I mean, it will depend on the interest. So you can go already on Google and you can write US dollar sanctioned countries. You will get the website. I will
search for that.
You will get the US government website, and on that website you will see.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what he's talking about there, particularly now, because he's talking about US sanctioned countries, but it hasn't actually got anything to do with US sanctioned countries. It's almost like he's confused where Americans can free trade and stuff. If you're like a non-American, wouldn't really bloody matter where Americans have got sanctions or anything, unless he's actually talking about what you were suggesting before, that this card actually main purpose is to actually withdraw fiat currency in US dollars from your crypto, like an FPOS machine, like like an ATM or whatever you call it overseas.
Yeah, and you do that. So yeah, don't know, but I actually think this is the elephant in the room here. I'm just going to be elephant noise. The elephant in the room is this will be just another stalling tactic. I still believe that he's more worried about selling, like you've bought your Boomerang license. I think that this is just to keep the community thinking there's a project ahead. So I think this is just all bullshit to keep them happy.
It actually makes no sense, because like if you were in the UK and you went and you had this card and you'd gone through the KYC and you got access, they've got access to your wallet, and you're using, you can't purchase anything in the UK because they use pounds, not US dollars. And if you withdrew any money, just think about this. There's going to be a transaction fee converting from your crypto money to USD. Then you get USD out of the wall, out of the machine, but then you've got to pay another transaction fee to swap your USD into pound sterling, unless you're going on a holiday to the States. So you're going to get fees all over the place, aren't you?
Well, like I said, when I was in New Caledonia, they charged me $45 to withdraw any money just to do a transaction, and it was only for $50. So yeah, there'll be like the ATM machine's going to take a fee if it's going to not make any money.
Balkan countries, Belarus, Burma, Central African, of course, China.
Of course, China.
Iran, Ethiopia, Nicaragua, Mali, Iraq, Syria, Yemen, and Ukraine and Russia. So all these countries, the users holding the KYC of these regions, their KYC will simply not be approved by the KYC provider because it's a US dollar card. So this is the card program that we have.
It won't be approved because Visa is a US company. Your KYC won't be approved because he's kind of, this is weird because none of this really stacks up in my mind, but I think he's saying that because Visa needs to have your KYC approved or something like that, and Visa's a US country, that it wouldn't be able to approve your KYC if you're from any of those sanctioned countries.
I would like to go after the KYC company that he talks about, to be honest, because
the exchange or something.
Well, I don't know. I've never really thought there was a company that does KYC stuff because I would remember was Sam Lee doing people's KYC details and then getting on stage and telling people he's got 500,000 people in a database he's willing to sell to other people.
Yeah, every time I hear that, I think of Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, by my pay scale, that comment. Colonel Sanders.
KYC? KFC?
Oh, yeah, I get it. You're funny, Rob.
Or position in the market next level. And if you will explain, and if you will give people, take their 5 minutes, 10 minutes and explain like this is what I have to offer, then you are going to be the most legitimate affiliate marketing leader in this industry. And the market is.
Why? Because everyone else is dodgy.
I just think this is disgusting because this whole group of people having the ego stroked for being a multi-level marketer. And this is my pet peeve about all these things I go after, because the product is irrelevant. These are just people that make their living from commissions, from sell. It's just a sales team.
Yeah. They're all getting their share. We don't really know how much of the 65% rewards. Well, from Boomerang anyway.
Yeah, we just gave them 65%. But how are they getting paid? And this is what I was hoping while I was listening to this meeting, that somebody's going to say, I got paid, thanks very much, or I didn't get my payment, but no one mentioned it. I believe that these people are all in hope that the BTCC thing is going to pay off, and especially when we get to that lady near the end. Let's carry on.
They will buy Boomerang, they will buy BTC20 miners, they will buy more products because you have a user base that is buying small utility product from you and staying with you for everything because you have offered something legitimate to them and something amazing, their lifestyle product.
There's the formula there, mate. I'm sorry I got to stop, but he said buying a small product, your $500 is the small products. No, they've got $10,000 products, but they're only really interested in selling the low-hanging fruit and they reckon that you just keep chipping away and give them another wee product to buy.
Yeah, you sold them one. I'll come back.
It is going to become easier and easier.
Hey, Terry.
All right, so this is it. I think this is what you guys wanted to hear.
No, not really.
As I was waiting for drum rolls, I was going to do drum rolls to reveal the name. Kind of just push it. Amazing, thank you. Anyone has any questions?
Yeah.
Have a look at the faces. They're all.
Yeah, questions. Thank you. Right, we'll go with.
Here we go.
Where's the variants?
Okay, that we will get. That the reward, commission, variant, that we will have in pitch deck. Everything with the comparison, because what team is doing, they will compare from other partners.
And what exactly the rate of conversion?
There she is, Rob. There she is. She's a little wee snake, and she just turned up on the stage. Do you know who I'm talking about? She's a glowing. Who am I talking about?
Where are you looking?
On the top row, mate. There she is, the love of my life.
Oh.
She's gorgeous. Isn't she lovely? Look at her in her radiance.
The hot blonde.
Oh, yeah. She's just hot. Not quite as hot as the one we had the other night with the iron dress, but let's not go there again.
Give it to me, baby. Give it to me, baby.
Shavez. All right, I'm waiting for that.
Would be when we pay
everything. Whatever these players are using, we will have it in our comparison table.
Actually, there's another one. Second in from the right. Look at that hairdo, man. That has to be a wig. Next to Shavez, top row. What is it with Brent? I reckon Brent is the real name. Do you know what I'm saying? Because that looks like a wig to me. Just saying. Do you want to comb it?
It is going to be the best.
Harding, Brent
Thanks.
Harding. That's her name.
Yvonne.
I was just wondering what the cost was and then how it fits in our comp plan.
I will
was.
explain. Yes, of course. These things. I mean, whatever I've explained, any doubts or questions in that, please ask. Rest about money, I have better plans. It is going to be the best rewarding,
No wonder they believe him, though.
As well as me as a company.
Because he's got them.
So,
Okay. And you said credit card. Is it a credit card as well as a debit card?
no, it is a credit card only.
Oh my God, that's not going to last long.
No. You mean debit card.
It's a
Put
debit
our own money in.
Yes.
No.
Credit card where they give us money.
No.
That was
with
actually
the
the
physical
most
and what-
intelligent question she asked, and I just hit the wrong button then. That was actually not bad there, Yvonne. Just saying. Sorry, guys. I've really stuffed up there. I don't even know where we are. We're up to...
Buying a small utility product from
where's Yvonne? There she
I
is.
really don't get his explanation here.
or questions in that, please ask. Rest about money, I have better plans.
Sorry about that, guys.
It is going to be the best
20.
rewarding,
No wonder they believe him, though.
as well as me as a company.
Because he's got them.
So
Okay.
In
And you
the
said
cult, isn't it?
credit card. Is it a credit card as well as a
Debit
debit card?
no, it is a credit card only.
Oh my God, that's not going to last long.
No. You mean debit card.
It's a
Put
debit.
our own money in.
Yes.
No.
Credit card where they give us money.
No. Because it is different. Let me explain. So you have crypto in your wallet, right? Whatever crypto is in your wallet, you have the credit against that crypto in fiat to spend, right? And when you spend that fiat, your crypto is deducted. So it's a credit card. That's why it will operate. It is a US dollar.
You got that?
How I don't get, and this is a serious question for anybody watching this. I do not get how someone could have done their investigation, their research on creating a card and not understand that having to have the crypto collateral means that it's not credit. Like credit is when you have no money and you borrow money, they give you credit and you go and spend it. But he's
otherwise
saying,
I could apply for a card, right? I could apply for a card with nothing connected to my wallet with nothing in it, and then go in there and go, I want to go buy a fridge. And what's your credit limit on your card?
Yeah.
I had to apply for it, and I had to give some collateral or some back end to the bank. I usually have a mortgage, so they give you a credit card to go with it.
And it's a funny thing because you have a credit card because you don't have enough money. And so you go and get a credit card, which means that someone's given you credit, extra money that you can use. You go and use it, you pay it back. You have a debit card, at least in my business situation, you have a debit card because you can put money in it and you can use it like a credit card online because you can't use any other type of bank card. But you have to have the money in there, if that makes sense. Like, for example, if I want to pay a bill for my business, which requires a credit card, but I don't have a credit card with my business, which can be quite tricky to get, you can have a debit card. So it's got the same lot of 4x4 numbers, and you can enter it in exactly the same as a credit card online.
He talked about how when you were at the FPOS machine, you would press credit as well. So it is quite confusing.
Yeah,
because theoretically it's like a bank account. Well, it's not going to eventuate anyway, Rob. Hey, did you know that Shavez is watching us right now? G'day, Shavez. How you doing?
Hi,
do you know
Shavez.
how I know that? Because I've done the poll. 90% of people, 82% of people know that he's a smoker, and there was only one person that voted that they knew he was a smoker, and I thought it must be Shavez because he would know he was a smoker.
Before today?
Now 2 people have voted that they knew he was a smoker. Here we go.
Hey, there's 19 people watching us.
It is not,
20,
where
I bought my Twitter account again. I'll tell you exactly. No, on Twitter's really good. So we've got 6 people on Twitter, X watching us, 16 people in what that other thing called? YouTube. So I renewed my Twitter account so I could rebroadcast onto Twitter. I like Twitter, people. Hey, share it if you can, guys. We want to get this message out. These videos, whole series of videos out here today. I really want them shared because we want people to see these fraudulent people in action. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this one's important.
It is. So share away, please, everywhere. Facebook. Don't underestimate your.
It can be not working. It cannot work wherever US dollar works, because you are spending US dollars, right? So it is favorable for governments as well, because wherever the user is spending that money, it is exchanged from crypto and it is being spent in that country. So government is also happy and it is properly regulated. So it is simply spending fiat card, not crypto spending.
Mark that word. He said it is properly regulated and your country is happy. Just remember what he's just said then.
I think the key thing is that if the price on the item in a shop is not in USD, this card is useless.
It's useless anyway, Rob. Yeah. Oh, here we go. This is quite good. Somebody said Shavez is a this is quite cool. Shavez is a chain smoker and drinker too. I quite like him now. He is also enjoying Dubai nights with new girls every day. He is a cruise for
cruise.
Is that right?
Curse.
That's good, a curse. Oh, curse for Muslims. That's nice. That's cool. Hey, thanks for sharing that, mate. Anything else you want to share about Shavez? Where you met? Hey, if you know what apartment number he is on the tower number 3, please let us know, because that's something we really do want to know. We want to know what apartment number Shavez is. Carry on. Thank you for that.
Spends fiat against the crypto holding. So it's a credit card.
My understanding of credit card is that you can borrow from them and you have to pay it back.
Yvonne, she has done well today. She surprised me.
She stood up for herself. Good on her.
She did. She's like, I don't understand. I'll tell everybody.
Like that.
Is the term used different? That's what Shavez. So like in UK and other European countries, I think Australia is the same. So debit card is you can only spend what you have in your pocket, in your wallet.
Yeah.
Credit card, you have limit without having any money in your pocket.
Okay, where do you get your limit from? That's what we want to know. Your limit is because you have cryptocurrency. But that's what they're saying, but that's not what a credit card is.
A credit card is a payment card issued by a financial institution, typically a bank, that allows the cardholder to borrow funds to make purchases or pay for services.
Oh, you just kicked it out of the ballpark with that. We love ChatGPT, and the way you read it was just really sexy.
Spend $2 grand, $3 grand without having money in your pocket, and then pay for it later on monthly basis. So I think it's the term is confusing for everyone. That's the difference.
I think Lucky, the proper name it's a prepaid card. A prepaid card.
No.
Not credit card.
No.
It is so whenever, that's why I'm mentioning this. Whenever you guys will pay online, you will select the credit card option to pay. Because it is a credit card. The credit line, I will explain again. The credit line is based on the lending company and the custodian. So custodian holds your crypto, and there is a relationship between custodian and lending company, which has lending license to provide the limit to all the users whose KYC'd crypto assets are with lending company.
Oh, crypto assets.
Can you go back 30 seconds and just replay that a little bit? Because I think that's really crucial.
Yeah, here we go, kids. Any questions, fire them in the chat room. Probably 45 seconds.
Because it is a credit card. The credit line, I will explain again. The credit line is based on the lending company and the custodian. So custodian holds your crypto, and there is a relationship between custodian and lending company, which has lending license to provide the limit to all the users whose KYC'd crypto assets are with lending company.
You said custodian there, which actually almost makes you wonder whether or not oh my God, I hadn't thought about this.
Think about it, Rob.
Well, it almost makes it out as if you would have your crypto in a wallet that is controlled by the card, rather than the card having access to like a MetaMask wallet, whether your crypto's in some other wallet related to the card.
I've started to glaze over, to be honest.
Well, it's
Yeah. I don't think it matters. I think people. This is the diversion. It's like, look at me over here, and then he smashes you in the face. It's like, oh, I didn't see that coming. No, because you're looking the wrong way. It's just there's a hidden agenda here, guys. I'm just trying to figure out exactly how to put a tail on the donkey.
Is simply moved in crypto from custodian to the lending company whenever you spend. So that's why
it sounds like you're giving over your crypto to a credit card company called 9Pay. Just saying.
Is a credit card.
Makes sense. Is that okay, Yvonne?
Makes sense to
Eunice.
Lucky.
Oh, how are you? Thank you, Lucky. My question is regarding the...
This is a guy that has theoretically purchased 10 nodes at $27,000 each. But when we look on the BTCC whatever thingy, we can only see one node attached. So we're trying to wonder why he's so smug. Apparently he's been buying a new house and all sorts of wonderful things, but we've got no proof of that. But for some reason, he's deliriously happy, even though he's theoretically bought $270,000 worth of nodes.
The process to get the card. The card will have a landing page for the credit card, or the people have to buy the card on was.
So when they buy, this was not a discussion today, but I will explain. Very, very simple. People buy card on WAS, and the moment they buy card on WAS, they go and download the app. They do their KYC. They will get the code. They enter the code. The card is generated.
Beautiful, beautiful. That means they will be inside of the regular market, regular 5% binary.
Everything, Eunice, everything. But due to regulatory measures and their standards to upload on Apple Pay, we have to keep the referral inside the app. So I tried my level best, but these are the standards of Apple. But nobody will go and buy from the app because they will not get any companies. Right?
Perfect. So, but what happens if somebody wants to go? The name is 9Pay. It's called like 9, like the number 9.
Number 9Pay.
Oh, number 9Pay. Okay. And if somebody wants to get information about the car, there will be a specific website for the car.
There will be a website. We have a very good domain already booked. It was on auction. And
another question.
One domain on auction.
I've already looked it up. Can't find it. We did find a number to 9pay.v, something to do with Vietnam, but that won't be it. And I did go to 9pay.com and I didn't find anything there. Did you have a look at that?
Well, I'm just having a look now, but I found that quite hard to believe that you'd actually go and try to win a URL on auction when you could just go in and get can you get 9pay.com? Just having a look now.
Oh yeah, are you on First Domains?
No, I'm just saying it'll load, and it's not loading, so I'm assuming it still exists.
No, I'll look it up and see. I'll see if it's available for purchase. If it's available for purchase, we'll know, but it won't be pay.com. It has to be .com, but knowing him, he's probably got some stupid thing like div or something stupid. It's unavailable anyway, 9pay, but I don't know if I can see who actually owns it. I'll just go back to what we're doing anyway.
Yeah, 9pay.com is registered.
Yep.
9pay.net is registered.
Yeah.
9pay.online. Is there already a 9pay something?
Well, mate, I thought number 9pay was what it's doing. So it's
here you go. Payment solutions with payment gateway collection.
Yeah, but it says date. If we went to number 9pay.com, it says updated date was the 2023, the 1st of the 29th. So the 29th of January, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Was when it was updated. So it's been registered since the beginning of the year, if it is that domain name, which it probably won't be.
Are you talking about 9pay.vn?
No, I'm talking about .com.
Yeah, well, if you go to 9pay.vn, that's interesting.
Yeah, we did see that, and that was Crypto G actually pinged that out while was doing stuff. But anyway, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Yep.
It'll be interesting. Don't forget they have changed the domain name for We Are All Satoshi. So many times.
Has got Visa on there.
Hasn't?
Has got Visa.
Oh, we're saved. All right, let's carry on.
people can get virtual card right away. They pay, they get a virtual card.
Right away.
Is there any possibility to them to have a physical card too?
Yes, of course. So our card is going to be very simple. The virtual card will be instantly generated, and then right after the generation of your virtual card, it will undergo the printing process of physical card, and the physical card will be shipped to your doorstep.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Whatever address you use in the app for billing, it will be sent there. That's why it will also have the validated billing address. And this is just like opening a bank account, a US dollar-based bank account. Let me tell you guys, this is not in any way shady.
Everything else is shady. Love it.
Amazing. Thank you, Eunice. Joseph.
Can you imagine saying that? This is not shady. This is not a scam, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a scam. Remain calm.
Oh, what happened? Is he gone? Okay. Shall we move to Brent? Hi, Brent.
Couldn't unmute myself. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So I cannot stop smiling, Shavez. This is the most incredible news. I won't.
Oh, shut up.
Be able to sleep tonight because I know my 60,000 people in Vietnam. They want this card. So I got only two simple questions for you. First question is, I always enjoy when I get a card that I can choose my own PIN code. Is that possible with this card? Yes or no?
Bizarre.
I know this is. I was going to stop and say this is a first level question. This is above my pay grade. Can you choose? No, we just use the same one for everyone. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's standard. It comes on the back of a workbook packet, and you just rip it out.
I get so excited when I can enter my 4-digit PIN number.
Cut around the perforated edges when you get your card. Just make sure you put your 12 digits on the back of your MetaMask wallet, and you'll be all fine.
It could be a coincidence, but 9pay.vn is Vietnamese.
Yeah, no, we found that already, mate. That was this morning news at 7 a.m. in the morning.
I always enjoy to be able to choose my own PIN code.
Oh, shut up. Get over the PIN code. I mean, first world problems. Oh, I just like the numbers that I have.
Can I have a physical
card? Is that
card,
possible
please?
for this card?
Yes,
Can I choose? I can choose my own PIN code.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you. Second question. Will
This meeting is being recorded.
Order the card so we can show it on presentations.
I'm working on it. I'm trying. I told this thing to the license providers as well that the printing guys, if possible, I will try my level best.
Shavez had a word to the printing guys to make sure that they could design their own card, and what he must have the Polygon guys there as well, and he's just got all the phones lined up on his desk, and he's like, I'm Shavez, and they go, oh, good day, Shavez who? And they go, I'm Shavez. And he goes, oh, okay. And he said, I just want to make sure that we can have our own PIN numbers and our own photos on our cards. They go, no problems. Carry on.
If it is possible, I will order it in Dubai previously for you guys, and then you guys can fly over
and get it.
Get it.
All right.
We're just to play the card.
It's okay. It's okay. Chavez, I know we got a plan for Vietnam, but we can talk to that. I need to have a private Zoom with you. I will schedule it in that thing, and then we can discuss the plans for Vietnam because they're crazy over there, bro.
Yes, I know. So that's why Vietnam, it will be Visa card and market in Vietnam. Let me give you guys a little idea. Just Google how many people they bet in casinos from Asia, and this freaking card can be used to play casinos online. Pay anywhere. So it's a very simple thing. Every other utility in the crypto, or you can say existing businesses in finance, they are trying to adopt crypto, accept crypto. Right now, today Ferrari announced in Europe they will accept Bitcoin. So even if they don't accept Bitcoin, you can go and pay in Bitcoin using this card. As simple as that. So this is pre-adoption of crypto that we are going to sell.
Mate, this guy's a fucking legend. 28 years of age. I've missed my calling. He's invented AI software that everybody in the world uses, but he can't tell us what it is because he signed an NDA with the company. He's provided tech services to Marvel Studios. He's worked with governments. He's he took over We Are All Satoshi when it was bankrupt. And now he's created a platform with a guy called Pavel, which doesn't seem to exist anymore. And now he had to build it from ground up, going from what some people said. This program, what is this arbitrage trading platform that they bought. You could buy a license, so they said, for $500 and make $1,500 in a day. But in between all those wonderful things that he's done, he's now going to launch the world's first crypto credit card that isn't really a credit card, but a debit card, as long as you've got money in your MetaMask wallet or your wallet that he can plug into. This guy's a legend. I miss McCauley, all at the age of 28. That's incredible. Hey, honestly, nice to see you here. I mean, he needs a Nobel Prize. This is incredible. No wonder he's like, oh, he's just a hero.
Thank you, Shavez. Brent.
Shavez, I've got a couple of questions. Am I correct? I'm not pretty sure I am, but I just...
Honesty's here and Tiger's here. Nice to have you guys here. Thanks for dropping in. It's very, very good. We're still we're offering $10 to anyone that can give us the apartment number of where Shavez lives in Tower 3 in the Fountain complex in Dubai. $10 is what we're paying today, ladies and gentlemen. Tell us it has to be verified though. We want to see a pizza delivered to Shavez's apartment, and we want to see a photo of the pizza and Shavez, and we'll pay the $10.
Just want to verify that we'll be able to withdraw in USD from any bank. Okay, so that's question number one. Thank you. Question number two. In terms of the launch, do we have any idea of the launch date?
No, not right now. The moment the app will be built. First, I mean, we will hold these calls. I will test with you guys everything, and then we will announce it. Let the team finish. So regulatory stuff is done. MOUs are done, and onboarding, everything is done. Just the interface of how the app looks, the KYC procedure, connection of the APIs. These things are going on. It's not a very lengthy process, but again, the tech things they dictate.
Hey, honesty, I see you in there, and you've just said I've missed loads. Let's just simplify it for you. Shavez is a dirty, disgusting smoker. And also, he's now producing a credit card. And what else is he doing? This was a private meeting, and I was in there twice. And what else did we know? His announcements were pretty lame this morning, pretty much a rerun of the week before. So they're all caught up. So now we'll carry on and find some. We've got lots of wee gems in this one. Here we go.
Okay. Two more questions. One is, could we upload USD and convert it to cryptocurrencies?
Not now, but later. Yes.
That contradicts everything he's going to say later on. Do you know why? Because he's planning to let people upload money to the credit card, which is the reason why he reckons he can evade the tax, because the money's coming one way. And now he's saying that he's planning to make it so people can upload money to their credit card, which, how would you pay your credit card bill? Only by crypto, keeping your crypto in balance. But now he's saying that he's planning to be able to upload money to the card one day, but not yet.
So he kind of becomes a bank.
Yeah. Now, do you remember Hyperpay?
No, not personally. I think I went out nightclubbing with them once.
Yeah, that's right. Is that pink guy with the pink Badango thing? No, but that's what Hyperverse wanted to be. They all wanted to become some sort of bank, and Hyperpay was a real bank, but it's only in the United Arab Emirates that it runs, and they have about 4 or 5 branches. And it does seem unusual that they're still trying to become a bank, because I think they actually use scam money to come up with legitimate opportunities, and I do believe that's what they're trying to do. But just saying, that's my opinion. No, it's just I'm not giving you financial advice here, and I'm not telling you how to spend or do your washing.
You can even have a bank account with us, because this is particularly when you KYC with us, we are payment solution provider. So you get an IBAN, international bank account number. So, and this IBAN will be in USD. So later, what our users can go and do, simply click on, because their KYC is approved, they can just simply pay some account opening fee or something. They simply open one account and done. So you then deposit US dollars, convert into crypto, or without even conversion, use it or send, receive. I mean, it would be nice to have someone in Vietnam to hold a US dollar account. As simple as that, right? With their KYC. That's it. I mean,
okay, is there any possibility that somebody could be declined their KYC?
No. As long as you've got money, you can have a credit card.
Ridiculous.
Hey, all you guys are coming out of the woodwork. C Barnes, nice to see you here. Obviously, they've been looking for a Rob show tonight, couldn't find it, so they've wandered into my chat room, which is nice to see you guys. Now, if you stay here for a whole year, I'm going to give you $10, all right? So just make sure you're here every night from now on. Don't go to that other YouTuber. He's a bit strange.
If they meet all the prerequisites. That means if their KYC is from where the US dollar is not sanctioned, then of course they will have 99.9% success rate.
Okay, and finally, right now you're only taking questions that are related to what we're talking about, to this topic of the card, correct? You will have a time to ask other questions after this, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Thank you. I'm good. Thanks very much.
Thanks, Brent. David?
Hi, Shavez. Can we buy it with BTCC?
Of course, you will buy with USDT
One day,
BTC20 also.
once we build the bridge.
How can you not?
No. So people go to the back office, they deposit BTCC in there, and they buy it.
Yes.
Okay. Can we do a promotion? If you buy it with BTCC, there will be a discount or something like that? To promote?
Our community is already using BTCC. Offering some discount or something outside of our BTCC community would bring adoption. So, of course, our community which is buying with BTCC already is in win-win, right? They mine BTCC and now they're buying cards using their USDT BTC20 assets. For others, we can run something.
Yeah. Okay. An exchange.
Exchange?
To an exchange. So in a card in several countries, they have a possibility. If you have the card, you can also internally have like an life insurance, or you have like travel thing, or
car insurance.
All these processes we can have. I mean, we were thinking about getting also approval of a staking program inside it, and we will see. You will see features. I mean, when I will have everything in place.
What did he say? We were thinking about what?
We're thinking about everything that you could possibly imagine to ask us whether or not we've thought about it.
Oh,
And we've thought about it, and we're thinking about it. We're thinking that we'll do it, but we haven't done it yet.
I'm surprised they haven't actually started up offering insurances and life cover, and also what's the other thing they sell? A real estate company and a travel company. They haven't started doing that stuff yet.
Yeah. Booking accommodation.
Oh, that'd be nice.
In this process,
rewards points.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Is the card also available for companies for as white label?
Of course, we can offer, but not now. Not especially affiliate marketing companies. No.
Why are they all trying to produce a credit card?
Other partners, yes, we can talk.
Because they get
provide white label of the application of the card.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
There will be our name on it that offered by.
Hey George, we're going to disrupt.
Yeah, and then the name in 9Pay.
What name would be on it?
If I put it in the number,
I don't want to lose the meeting. It's so funny. I'm trying so hard in this meeting not to speak, and I also don't want to be discovered because I want to record the whole lot. And I'm asking Bob for permission if I can open up another connection and spam the chat room. But Bob said, "Don't do anything. Keep recording, Danny." And I went, "Okay." But I was all ready to go. I had my finger on the chat room, ready to go. But I didn't. But anyway, okay.
Imagine if you had missed out.
Yeah, I know. This is gold.
Got a 9.
Yes.
It is.
Yes, because it is the 9.
You got to go in there and
Yeah.
ask a question, mate. Oh, fuck, what have we done? Hold on.
My card's not taking the 9, so I was like,
Pretty logo.
KYC.
that looks good.
Okay. So it is under approval from Visa to have printed on the card. Once it is approved, we will start publishing.
Okay. Did you hear what he said? It's waiting for approval from Visa, even though he hasn't applied properly yet, or he's going to apply. That's the tricky part I didn't get. So it's like he overlapped there somewhere. I think that's my sense.
Okay, so it is 9, yes, with numerology because it is 9, and it is spelled as 9, so it is 3 or 6, 3. And then when you write 9
years,
it covers all.
Thank you, David. And Ferda.
You can ask a question.
My God, I was watching Joseph and I was so wondering what's he doing. He was big smile. But serious question. Hi, Shavez. KYC.
Here it comes.
Yes.
I heard you saying in the past you don't need passport but license, driving license.
Any government issued identity that is mentioned on that nationality, because we are not KYC. We are not going to approve KYC. KYC is going to be approved by KYC provider.
Okay.
Approving company that we will have agreement with. So I will also give you the name, but that company will so whenever you sign up, let's say you're signing
along. And how does he
Amsterdam,
he
right?
can actually get
So
authority?
when you write your place of
And under what entity is he
present
set up?
origin or your present
Wasn't
address,
seemingly doing a
select
KYC
Amsterdam.
thing?
It will simply
Yeah, that's what I said before. You weren't listening with the stable opinion. Because remember, stable opinion, then stable DAO, and then they become a KYC provider for all the scams. And then obviously that all seemed to disappear when Sam started doing cocaine and getting drunk every night, and Shavez took him over,
publish or give you the options what they can accept from a person who is living in Amsterdam. Maybe driver's license, maybe passport, maybe ID, maybe anything. I mean, it will have options, and you will simply scan and upload, and then scan your face.
We're just going to show these
do the biometric, and done.
Okay, and do we need proof of residence?
Oh my God,
Yes, of course. So, sorry, for what?
Proof of residence, where you live, your address.
No.
Sorry, what?
Okay.
Oh my God, it gets worse.
The biggest issue with KYC is if I do KYC with Coinbase, the Netherlands government knows everything.
No. Okay. Stop the recording.
100.
Halfway through the meeting today, Shavez asked for the recording to be stopped because he had something important to say. This is groundbreaking news. Donald Trump, move over. We're coming through with the news. The recording has been stopped. Let's continue at the meeting. Okay, here we go. You ready?
Kind of silence down.
50K, then I will get trouble with the Dutch government.
Okay, can you stop the recording?
Oh,
okay.
Can you cut this out?
The recording has stopped.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Let me explain to you guys, and this is the one and last time I'm going to say this and explain this. After this, you have to take this and understand this and make others understand in this manner only. I will not talk about this anymore. Okay? Understand this.
Oh my God.
KYC is being approved by the KYC providing company. That is not answerable to your government. So whatever you transact with your bank, because bank is in your country and is answerable to your government, they provide the data. So if this company is asked to provide the data, that is very, very far away from everything, right? So the company which is approving your KYC is not liable to provide any data, any number of transaction, amount of transaction to your government. As simple as that.
But how
you are a US dollar account.
But all the other debit cards, they have to.
Did you get that, Rob?
Ferda presses on.
Let's go.
They are liable to give the information to the government.
Think, Shavez.
Oh, I cannot hear you.
Turn your mic on, you idiot.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. What are you saying?
Like other debit cards, if I do KYC, they are liable. How is it possible that this?
Right. So that is something where the companies which are exchanges, right? We are payment solution providers.
Thank you.
Okay? It is very different.
Thank you.
Now I will not explain this to anyone again. Okay.
He's in the pit.
Everybody understands, and everybody must understand this. And this is the biggest thing.
This is the biggest thing. Thank you. Thank you.
Ferda. Cryptobeauty.
Let me just grab water.
Hi, Shavez.
Cryptobeauty, one sec. He's just going to get some water.
And what we later found out was Shavez was actually going to the corner dairy to get himself a packet of fags. Fags.
Rothmans.
Sorry, this is 3 o'clock in the Okay, Shavez. My voice is good.
Hold on, he's coming.
Did you know how much self-control I had to have knowing I had 2 Zoom connections and I could have put my hand up and turned my camera on? They would have literally closed the meeting down, I reckon. They would have known that there would have been a, what do they call it? Bridged. What do they call it when you breach? A breach. A security breach. But I didn't do it.
Go to drink water.
Going to get water. He's going to get fags at the dairy. Somebody's asking me in the chat.
This meeting is being recorded.
Oh, it's being recorded again.
I just find it quite interesting how he wanted the recording turned off.
Yeah, and I've always wondered what they do with these recordings. So if you are a leader, we have got a leader that was probably in this meeting who's a good guy, giving us these leads. Not this one. I found this one over weeks of work. But what I'm getting at is what do they do with the recordings and who are the recordings for? Are they debated in meetings? I don't know, because I don't think they want this one played yet anymore. But it's been played a few times today.
It's hard to imagine what you would actually record for because, like their long meetings are so many of them be hours and hours of stuff. But he obviously he wanted the recording off, but he also said that he's never ever going to repeat this again.
Yeah, I actually think it's legal reasons. I think that they think they can get out of this by having an archive of recorded videos that I don't know, because I can't think of any other reason other than him covering his ass. Because why would he ask for the recordings for
their Boomerang license?
Yeah. All right, let's carry on.
Can't wait till the card comes out and all my 3Xs on.
Hello, Telugu. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
You watch your
This is the same thing. This is generally we use for the debit card and credit card. In India, civil, some transactions, everything, whatever the transactions we are using it will be recorded.
Okay, stop the recording first. Now onwards, the recording will not be done.
The recording has stopped.
The Q&A will not be recorded. Okay, go on.
Yeah, it is recordable in anywhere.
Yes.
Like credit card, debit card, whatever the transaction, it will be recorded in our civil.
So let me explain.
Here he is. He's opening the smokes. He didn't not go. You can hear him opening the smokes.
Companies which are exchanges, right? The companies which are exchanges, they can be asked for the data. We are not an exchange. We are the payment solution provider. And our accounts, or you can say the person who is spending is using, imagine, or you can say this is something which is true also. US dollar account to pay. You are not using Indian account to pay, or you are not using Indian INR to pay. You are using US dollar to pay. So government would be even happier to have remittance of US dollars in India using the, I mean, they don't even understand the exchange of crypto and fiat in this whole process, but US dollar is coming in, right? So whenever money comes in to any country from outside, the governments do not have any issues in that. When money goes out, then is a big problem.
It is money is going out only, no?
No, money is coming into India because you are spending in India, right? You are paying to a vendor in India. You are going with your car to a fuel station. You are paying using 9Pay, and the US dollar remitted from your US dollar account converted into INR and paid to that merchant who is filling fuel in your car. So every inward remittance, I'm from India, so I know the regulation also. Every inward remittance in India is not taxable.
Money laundering? Are we talking money
It
laundering?
will not come to IT and all, income tax and all. No,
it will first, it will never come to IT. Second, even if it comes to IT, inward remittance is tax-free. Type on Google. Inward remittance in India is taxable or not? It is not.
What about ChatGPT?
I think most of the countries, right? David, how about Poland? It is not taxable, right?
Why wouldn't
my another question is,
I do not know.
US dollar fees only, it will deduct.
Sorry?
US dollar fees. Like in India, US dollar is 84 rupees now. It will deduct
exchange rate. I will talk. It will. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Don't worry.
Whatever it is going to be 30% on crypto tax.
Okay,
looking at figures in India.
Who's that ringing you, Terry?
Going to a very, very big difference.
Now, I'm a bit disappointed here, Terry, because I'm ringing Terry and he can hear his phone ringing, but I've got a private number, so he doesn't know who's ringing him. But he was meant to block my number because Yvonne Henry said block Danny's number, but he hasn't because I can see him watching his phone as I'm ringing him. I got bored in the meeting. Anyway, let's watch Terry.
Between spending crypto in India, actually.
I thought you blocked my number, Terry.
And I think soon when it's ready, compensation plan and all that be explained. So I think if we keep our questions to just what Shavez explained today, it'd be quite good. Yes. Thank you. And Wells, hello?
Oh, don't record it, I can smoke.
Yes, I'm not good.
Private meeting. So this got a leadership meeting here.
Okay.
Of all the biggest scammers in the world.
Ferda is also out.
Heavy enough. Okay, so Shavez lit up a smoke at 48 minutes and 22 seconds. So I'm going to put a timestamp in for that. I'm going to count how many smokes he smokes. Who does a chain smoke? Look at him. He's lit up a smoke. Private meeting. He smokes. I didn't know he smoked. There you go. It's a big moment.
Hello,
He does. It just gets worse.
Hello.
You got no
You can hear me now?
Dirty discovery.
You know,
And a scammer.
I'm waiting for you to show up. No meeting, but it's okay. All right, thank you. Listen, when we're gonna have the card? You have a 1 month, 2 months, 15 days. You have a day ready or not?
I mean, I will not like to comment on the date. Let the team finish. We will have these meetings regularly, so I will keep on explaining. But let's say we have everything ready and we will have some promotions and a pre-launch kind of stuff for 10 or 15 days before the launch.
I wonder if he's already coughing. Imagine having a smoke.
Thank you.
This is amazing.
Pascal?
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Shavez, for sharing these details with us. I have 3 questions, but I'm sure you can answer very quick. I don't know if you chose not to mention the card price, then is there going to be any metal card?
Of course. So look, metal, plastic, semi-metal, 3 variants. And price, I will once everything is finalized in compensation plan that I'm calculating right now, because I'm making sure it should be beneficial in the affiliate side. And as a leader, if someone is selling just one card, is able to sell one card, and he agrees or she agrees to get into affiliate marketing for the first time, and they're able to sell just one card, their whole structure will be full with people. That kind of service this card is going to provide. So we will ensure that one sale would keep the leaders also very happy. So
excellent. I know you mentioned the mechanism of how the swap between your crypto in your custodian account and the fiat currency is done. I'm currently using a card called Ultimo. I'm pretty sure many of the leaders know the card. On that particular card, you need to sell your crypto yourself and swap it to US dollar and then load onto the card before you can use it. Is it a similar process?
No process. You load your crypto, it's spent. So the moment your KYC will be approved, that particular moment you will have your virtual card inside the app. The moment you have virtual card inside your app, you can start using right away. Link it with your Apple Pay, Google Pay, you spend on POS with your phone, with your NFC, you pay online, you go to everything, and then physical card will also arrive.
Excellent. Last question. I know you mentioned that on the best card, the transaction limit is going to be $100,000.
Yes,
now, one transaction. So you can have many transactions like that if you have that amount in crypto. Right? So is this limit for the country where one lives in, or is it doesn't matter where the country?
And I want to catch the reaction.
Regardless of country, regardless of jurisdiction, we don't care. Wherever Visa works. I said, wherever Visa works, wherever US dollar is accepted, you can pay with that maximum card $100,000 in one transaction multiple times until you have balance as crypto in your wallet.
Excellent. Thank you very much for your answers. That's it for me.
This is all it is.
Thank you, Pascal. Hit
Wherever Visa works.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, so
non-sanctioned US countries.
I went to Japan and I was trying to get a cash advance because I ran out of money. And I had to, I literally ran out of money, had nowhere to do anything. I had to go to the Tokyo Dome or something. And there was 25 ATM machines and they had one sign up above one of them saying, "We accept international Visa." So I rang up Visa and I said, "What's the story here? Why can't I use my Visa to get money out of the ATM machine?" They said, "Oh, no, you can, because you say in your commercials that you can use Visa in any country of the world." But they said, "Oh, you can go and use it at a restaurant. You can buy a fridge, you can buy a bed. But when you go to an ATM machine," I said, "No way, go away, little boy." But just a wee story I wanted to share. Finally got that off my chest. It was 20 years ago. Carry on.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you.
Thank you. That's good. Okay. Well,
I missed some part of, because I was on the Zoom and all of a sudden I found myself on the waiting room. So I missed some parts of the Zoom, but it's okay. Now, I just heard about the price. I don't think you mentioned the price.
I got to interrupt this guy. This is funny.
Here it is. Here it is.
Funny part, he found himself in the waiting room because I've been using his name to go into Zoom meetings. So they must have thought that he was actually me in the waiting room, because later on they talk about how they have Danny's people in the waiting room, and that's probably what they got him stuck in there. So that's really funny. You got no camera there again. You got battery problems. All right, here we go. This is funny.
For the card, yes.
I'm planning.
Yes.
Perfect. Now, the second question, do you think you're going to have like a cashback program on this card or not?
Yes, of course. On the spending, I will talk about everything.
Perfect.
So that will be your reoccurring income, because you are right on top of the structure, down thousands and thousands of people.
Absolutely. And we love the cashback, especially here. And I think also maybe we can add, if you can give us opportunities to go get those merchants and get those, let's say, for example, I bring a big name here in Canada. So maybe we can get some, and this is, I think we can do it for all the leaders. So for every leader who bring new merchant, we can get like a cut from the spending on that merchant. Is it that possible?
Of course, we can do it, but it will be acceptable everywhere, Hisham. Let me tell you, every merchant that accepts Visa, it automatically accepts. Every merchant that accepts Apple Pay is our partner indirectly, right?
No, what I'm talking about, Shavez, I'm talking the cashback, because I used to work
points. Yes, like you buy MR, like you have points. Of course, the onboarding of these brands we will do. Let's say you bring some brand, or maybe I have in Emirates, right? And if you have some cashback while buying the card, you get something in Emirates, you upgrade to business class or something. I set it up. Then of course I have advantage. I will not just reward these leaders with one card. Of course, the incentives are going to be big.
Because there is a huge companies. I don't want to name any company. I used to work with them for more than 10 years. So imagine some brands, they give up to 10% cash back. So this 10%, you pay $100, you get right away $10. And these guys, instead of paying advertising, they will rather give it to the end user. And this is, we can get a platform.
I have the functionality already made to give real cash as cashback. No points, no shit. Available to spend cash in this app already. So bring all these brands, okay? And collaborate. First, as a community, we will have advantage and we will make money. Second, the one who brings these offers is going to be rewarded from pretty big.
Perfect. So now the last question, my friend. Remember last time we were supposed to have a meeting with my team, and unfortunately show up. Yes. And we had a big mess with this guy DDH, as you know. He made a big mess, unfortunately. So I'm afraid to schedule a new appointment now. Can you please confirm that you're going to show up?
Sure. So when have you booked?
I didn't book yet because I'm waiting for you to tell me to give me the green light.
Okay, book it. Because today I'm sitting in meetings. Tomorrow also, you can start booking.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Excellent.
Who's that DDH guy he's talking about?
I could hazard a guess.
I got talked about in the meeting. I got proud of that.
Danny de Hek, the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.
You know, the most unusual thing is when you hear yourself being talked about and you're in the room and you have a button where you could say, I'm here now, but you don't.
You mean me?
Self-control was going. Danny was shaking after that meeting going, oh, I wanted to talk. Yes.
I know who you are. I know what you've done.
About that. If you're watching this video on the replay and you want to help me out, go to my shorts on my YouTube channel. Go and watch every single one of those shorts and make sure you like them and trying to get
clean shorts.
Yeah, clean shorts. But yeah, that was my proudest moment other than seeing Shavez light up a smoke. I did not know that. Have you done the poll yet? We've got quite a few votes. We've got 19 votes. If you haven't done one yet.
Have you done the poll yet?
Please do the poll. She would have done it first of all. She probably already knew who's a smoker because she's pretty investigative. Anyway, here we go. Oh, push play. I get mentions in the meeting. That's pretty cool. Wait until they realize I've got this meeting under my belt as well. Okay, I won't tell them.
Go ahead, Billy.
I believe it's Dirty Smoker.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, or good evening, Shavez.
Hello.
Yeah, where is the country of origin of the card coming from? The reason I'm asking that is I just want to know how long will it take to receive the card.
Obviously.
Okay, it will be from Hong Kong.
Hong Kong.
Okay. So sometimes I don't.
Yes, whatever the fastest shipping time would be of that particular weight of that shipment, it will take.
How long did it take you to get your credit card, Rob? You just got a new one yesterday? 3 days. Did you pay extra?
2 days.
Oh, it took me 10 days last time, and they lost the damn thing in the mail.
I paid extra.
Oh, you paid extra. Oh, yeah.
I want it now.
I paid extra, but because I live in a secret location, they delivered it to the wrong address. I thought, what the? I couldn't believe it. And they said, oh, we can't leave it. We have to send you another one and cancel that one. I went, hey, just for a bit of useless information, if you do ever lose your credit card, you can still use PayWave on your phone because it uses a different network. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you can be without your credit card, have your credit card gone, and you still use PayWave on your phone. How about that? All right, let's carry on.
So I think to US, it would take around
3 days.
12 or 14 days.
Okay. 10 days normally.
Yeah, unless they might consider from the US. So they ship by bulk to US and then they ship it from the bank here directly to the customer, which will take 3 to 4 days.
No, it is not a bank card. It is not associated. We are not associated with any bank. We, as providers of the card approved by Visa, have the authority to print and send the cards to users.
He said earlier on that they was going to open a bloody bank account, and you're going to have.
Remember when he was supposed to receive something from the Hong Kong Shanghai Bank?
Hong Kong Shanghai Bank calling you back, Mr. Rob Woolley. Would you like to deposit your crypto in our bank account, please?
It is Hong Kong Shanghai Bank, isn't it? Yeah, what is it? HKSB or something?
Yeah, Hong Kong Bank. And I think it's called Hong Kong Bank, isn't it? And its headquarters probably be in Shanghai. But it's HK, isn't it? Bank.
I think it's Hong Kong Shanghai Bank.
Oh no, you're right. Look, Susie knows everything. Susie, you should go to quiz nights. Look at that. It's HSBC.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, look at this. She even knows how to spell out the words.
Hang K Shang Bang.
Yeah.
It is Hang. Oh my God, I can't even say it now.
Look at the. I never knew that. Shang, you're very clever. Hey, look at these faces that she's got here. She's like approved by Visa. Yeah. Oh my God, what's he going to come out with? I bet I'd love quiz night. Have you never been? Come on, Susie, you'd be brilliant at it. I don't think you'd handle it if you lost, though. Rob's had that problem a few times.
I was telling her that I won the quiz last night.
You did. I thought you'd be right.
Well, our team did. Our team did. I contributed 1 or 2 answers.
Yeah, I bet you did more than that. I went to a quiz night. There's about 15 teams, and we came second to last. And I went for about 2 years, and they just keep getting worse and worse. I don't do quizzes very well.
I'd be more worried if I was in that last team, Danny.
Yeah, true. But I was trying to be a bit of a show off there and say we went last. There's always somebody who didn't turn up, so it was always coming second. All right, let's carry on. We're doing quite well here. Actually, we're getting through it.
So
yeah, so that means you can have that means you can have say 100,000 cards warehouse somewhere here, and then just ship it to just drop ship it from here.
Right. So let's say you have
how about the bloody names on them?
So I will do what? We will open one in US, and we will have the blank cards shipped.
Are you shitting me? Did you hear what he just said? We're going to open up one printing center in the US, and we'll open up. He's talking about opening up printing centers for the demand of the credit card that Visa are going to print for him. So he's going to go into Visa and say, we're going to handle your printing for you because you were meant to issue, because Visa will issue the cards, but he's going to open up printing outlets in all these places around the world to keep up with demand. I mean,
he's going to mint them. 800 meters from where I live is a company that actually prints credit cards, and the security is huge.
Oh, he'll go in there with a sword of England in his grill and go, hey, it's Shavez, let me in. And they'll go, no problem, Mr. Shavez. I actually want to hear him say that again, because if you missed that, that's actually quite funny. He's going to take over the printing of the credit cards.
And then just ship it to, just drop ship it from here.
Right. So let's say you have many signups from US. So I will do what? We will open one printing center in US, and we will have the blank cards shipped. Whatever US residents will offer or order, those cards would be.
Can you imagine that? So the Visa is going to issue blank credit cards, and he's going to have them shipped, and then he's going to get the kids in the kindergarten to paint pretty pictures on the credit card and distribute them to people. And of course, the numbers on the credit card you could do with cards seen with card without seeing transactions, because you all the people that handle these credit cards, and get your number, and then
they'll be out with their mobile phones.
Yeah, and then you know how you sign the back of your credit card. Well, no need to, because Shavez will sign the back of everyone's credit card, and you just use the same.
Expiry date.
20. Shavez dough. That's his real name.
No, we've done too many of those. All right, 0628.
Yeah, we'll make all the numbers.
Oh, damn, I got it wrong. Can I change the 8 to a 9?
That's probably why that guy asked whether they can pick their own PIN number, because last time they did this, they probably all had the same PIN number to make it easy. Oh, that is gold. Susie, you did right. That comment there is gold. So he's going to get blank credit cards. We're going to put this down in his claims, sent to a printing office, and he's going to print them in the design that people want, and then send them to people, and somehow not get people's credit card numbers and security pins. Brilliant.
Printed right there and will be shipped from that regional center to US.
Okay. The second question I have, since we are a provider, that doesn't mean also that we can get the merchants for you.
Yeah.
So that means you can offer a new merchant fee to be competitive.
This is when Shavez is suddenly realizing that some people have a slight bigger IQ than others, and now he has to start thinking about how he's going to answer these questions. You look at him standing up he's got a ruler up his bum, and he's sitting there straight up and down, and he's thinking, shit, I didn't think somebody was going to ask me that question.
Most of the merchants say they already have a Visa MasterCard, right? And that means that we can offer them, if you have a better rate, they'll of course transfer it.
Of course. We have better rates than all these cards which are offered by exchanges.
How come all these other credit card companies have been getting it wrong for so many years, Rob?
Okay, so that also means that if there is, say, another network marketing company, we can also introduce this card to them. And that's a question.
So we can offer them a position here, okay, under you, and we can offer them card. Of course, they are free to buy. I will never sell it in any other MLM ecosystem.
They can come under you, under me, or whatever.
I mean, any other ecosystem other than we are also Toshi, because our program. Of course, I have been signing contracts with few insurance companies. They want to offer some cards to their employees.
He's been offering deals to insurance companies. He's been out canvassing. He's been canvassing the insurance companies, Rob, and he's got a few deals.
How does that actually work? That you would actually offer your employees a card to change their crypto to USD? Like, who the hell would do that?
Every company gives their staff a crypto account. That's it. So all the staff now, to use this card, have you all got a company crypto account?
I reckon he actually misunderstood what that other person said about insurance and stuff. And so he must have, made an assumption. Oh, yeah, well, like insurance companies would get them for the employees, wouldn't they? Not realizing that actually how that would probably work is that if you use the card, you'd get some amount off your insurance policy with the same company.
Yeah. We have people come in wanting a discount of a watch because their insurance company gives them a discount on a fitness watch if they do something. And I always think the same sort of incentive. But that statement there, I didn't make it very clear of that, but that statement there blows everything he just said out of the water. He's been signing deals with companies for the employees' credit cards. And the whole purpose of the card isn't a credit card, but it's going to use people's crypto wallets for the credit. And as long as there's money in there, theoretically you can, it's just the whole thing just came in stuck in that that's just
it is nuts because like a company may issue a credit card, like a company credit card to employees to use so that they don't have to spend their own money, but that would be like a normal credit card, whereas this, anybody who's got this card would be an individual who invests in crypto, wouldn't have anything to do with their employer or anything like that.
And that's why it'd be nice to mention the names of the company that you signed up, Shavez, because I know you're watching this. Hey, if you haven't done the poll yet, we've got 20 votes and 85% of people did not know that Shavez smoked so far.
Crypto-based casinos where they want to offer some cards to their premium users, with their brand, with their everything internally. I will offer them services.
So how would that work?
Actually, I'm just thinking about it. I might work. You've got one big guy like, let's use Elon Musk. And Elon Musk has, I don't know, 100,000 employees. And he decides that he's just going to give everyone a copy of his credit card. And they all have one big, massive wallet that's loaded with crypto, where anyone in the company can just use that credit card and it comes straight out of the company account. So later on, he talks about how the credit limit for the card is $100,000. So if Elon Musk's staff all of a sudden decided they don't like him, they could just use the company credit card to withdraw $100,000 from an ATM machine, and boom, Elon's got no crypto left. You know what I'm saying? Gone, no crypto.
Yeah, the problem would be is that you wouldn't know which employee has used what, where, when, and for what, and for whom, and
it's all on the blockchain, Rob.
Be untraceable.
Can offer that. but not affiliate marketing companies. We will not provide white label to affiliate marketing.
So it's gone from credit card to white label to debit card to crypto card. It's getting confusing.
But then affiliate marketing companies, we can provide.
Okay, thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you.
But their prices will be different, and their everything, revenue sharing, everything will be different, because this is our program. So this is the cheapest for us.
Okay, Pixel.
Prior to today,
Brent.
every reference of this coin was debit card.
Pixel wants to go out for a wee, so that means I'll be
Well,
gone for about a minute. Do you want me to press play, or do you want to sit here and talk to the audience? Or do you want to play some music? Okay.
No, I can't play music.
Okay, here we go. Playing.
Chavez, would we be able to get a card as a company? So I know we can do individually. However, could we get a card if we have a company, if we have a tax ID or a company?
Exactly, you can, but not now.
Not now.
This we already have this in pipeline with the KYC company, and we will also have this in our next
the next phase
step in roadmap. So yes, very great question.
Okay. If we are withdrawing money from a bank here in the U.S., I know that you said we are payment solution providers, and so the companies are the ones that approve us. However, if we go to a bank and pull funds out, am I correct, or am I presuming that one, it triggers a taxable event? I understand, disclaimer, you're not a tax expert or something of that nature. However,
but I know. So let me tell you, it will not trigger. Okay, it will simply charge you the rate of exchange for US dollar to USDT and nothing else. And remittance fee if it is being withdrawn in some other currency except for US dollar, right? So if your this Chase Bank ATM charges you $2 for every withdrawal, so it will also charge $2 for every withdrawal using a Visa card. But these charges will never be reported to your tax, because these are not done under your account, which is regulated by your government.
That's gold. Imagine.
What does that even mean?
You know, the IRS might have got a copy of this video today, just saying. Do you think they would worry? Well, it's bullshit what he's saying, but basically what he's saying is the bridge between Visa and the blockchain and deregulated, they found a way to money laundering. Because imagine the cartel putting all their money, their drug money, into crypto, and then giving everyone a credit card and say you can spend any money you want on this credit card because it's coming into the country on anything you like, and the government can't track it. That's what he's saying, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think, like if you went into the corner dairy and you bought a bottle of milk, how's there any tax obligation on that? And how would the government know who bought that milk? As in, they don't track every individual. Well, I guess they could if they wanted to, but generally they wouldn't. Like there's a lot of things have been spoken about tax obligations where it's got nothing to do with tax. It's like these people have got no understanding of accounting.
Yeah, it reminds me of the Matrix. And they take that pill, and then you go into this virtual world.
Pill or blue pill?
Oh, it was a blue one. But they're all talking about deregulated blockchain stuff interfacing with the real world. And no one's talking about the friggin' elephant in the room, is that just does not work. And if that was so easy for anyone to do, why would Visa let Shavez articulate it? It's just crazy. I've got to go shut the door because the house is freezing now because Pixel's finished his his 2 o'clock wee. So it won't be a minute. Here we go, Rob. You're in charge.
Go for it.
Okay. Play. Fucking hell, this is great stuff.
Alrighty, understood. And the final one, I because he opened up the door, I'm going to walk through the door also. Regrettably, we have not had your presence at 3 meetings. Dave is upset.
3.
He's
you missed them,
organize meeting today, tomorrow, whenever my calendar is available. Organize, I will do.
Okay, I'm going to try because this will be the 4th time, so I am going to
try
try
and get the calendar link as well.
Okay, Brent.
Because we'll be able to shut that down.
4th time you haven't turned up.
Yes, hi, I'm here. Hi, I'm Chris.
Hello.
Hi.
No, it will not work in China.
You going to? I'm not.
No, it is not going to work in China.
No.
It's a terrible look business making on screen, isn't it?
Can we hook up with the dividend wallet, like a USBTC 20? We can move to the wallet. We can spend them.
Shavez on a second smoke, everybody. He's meant to be a chain smoker. Oh, here he is. Oh my God. Susie's going, oh my God. And there was flames coming out with evidence from Honesty. And also we have our inside man who's going to give us the apartment number of Shavez. My words, he can do anything in his world. Since beginning this stupid...
I can do anything.
Making so many false promises, forgetting the past and going for a new scheme. I thought he was saying scam Lee there. And it's got poo at the end of it, which is actually not meant to be poo. I think it was chocolate ice cream. But they call it a poo.
Really? I don't think so.
Mr. Whoopi. All right.
Yeah, without a gun.
Appreciate it. And we've got 20 votes. Feel free to vote. Let's carry on.
Exactly. That's what I said. So USDT, BTC20 acceptance by Visa will have, this is the dependency. We have to get our assets approved by Visa to be acceptable, or any other asset which is not currently approved by Visa. So Visa approves USDT, Ethereum, Bitcoin, USDC right now.
So all kind of coin we can move in. For example, I already had a third party of the card. I mean, the coin I can move in the card too. So, okay, example. So I'm buying Bitcoin. I have some Ethereum, like a Binance coin I can move in. But this is not important because I knew I can cash out any, where. But the question for me is dividend wallet. Every month we have like a 3% from, the Bitcoin. We had Bitcoin.
Don't you think it's okay if I drop the link?
Just and second thing, the USDT, BTC20 or any BTC20 assets to be accepted, we have to, or any other asset, we have to apply for Visa for acceptance and approval. I said we will apply.
Good.
This will be the first thing that we will do.
Well, you haven't got that far yet.
Of cards that will be started.
You're not going to get that approved.
I have a BTC20 from the dividends wallet right here. Yes. I can't even cash out. I cannot use that money to pay my bill.
Okay. Right. So you will get P2P platform first to exchange your assets from BTC20 to different chains. And then using that P2P platform, you can sell your assets and then you can move the assets directly in your card. You can withdraw from WAS directly in your card. You can withdraw from that P2P platform directly in your card.
Okay, so WAS.
Susie about now will be saying you can tell when Shavez is lying because he elevates his voice and he gets closer and he starts waving his arms around. And that was what Susie's probably going about typing on the keyboard right now. You can actually hear her typing. You hear her typing?
And his mouth moves.
Yeah. Hey, how do you know when Shavez is lying? Do you know?
His mouth moves.
Whatever BTC20, TRC20, I know I can move out anywhere, right? If you let it go.
Didn't realize.
So right now I try to sell my BTCC in a bridge. That doesn't work. I knew going out to $70.
Right. So the bridge is not required anymore when we will have the P2P platform with us. So from P2P platform,
Did you get that? No bridge required.
No bridge, peer-to-peer. So if nobody wants to buy your USDT, you cannot sell your USDT.
Mm.
And hold on, I hadn't even thought about this on a peer-to-peer. If another person bought your USDT, it's still on BTC20. It still hasn't gone over a bridge, which means it can never, ever come out of the platform, can it?
Don't know. I'm trying to read that word. The Emperor's new clothes. Is that right? Emperor's?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, it's spelt wrong, but yeah.
Delusional?
Honesty, by the way. Emperor. EMPEROR.
I'm always getting corrected. Rob laughs at my spelling. He beats me. Send me money. Hey, anyway, if anyone wants to give me money, that's this thing called Super Chat. Love them. Love the money. Need the money. Give me the money. All right, let's carry on. Here we go. I'll share it with Rob. I won't share it with Rob. I'll give him a credit card.
Is exchanging with you, they will send directly your asset to your
73 people steady.
Okay.
For them and me.
Okay. My next question is, all my team waiting for the Boomerang boom. Okay, everybody does only upset me and Billy. We can do 100 times, but so far I only do one day get 100 times, and the rest like 40, 50. I can even go through. Physical, nada. Okay, so I didn't do anything today. All my team, everybody can do 1 time a day, 50 cents, 20 cents, 40 cents. They're really losing the patience. So they start telling me, I start push, hey, you want to get cards for $10, whatever. Nobody want to, I don't want to listen to it because I try to cash out the money from the Boomerang, then put in a card. We don't even make nothing. So what kind of money we put in a card? They already start giving me that question. So how I answer?
So any money you stick into BTCC, you can't get out. You can just actually move it from one user to another, even when he's done his peer-to-peer thing.
I don't like your attitude there, Rob.
Oh, I'm just saying.
that we are already
If you
working
buy a
on
miner,
deploying
it's a
more
good way
networks
to
and
bury
increasing
your
number of
money.
transactions. That will happen. But I have potency and I have caliber to start more products as well. This is the future that we are talking. We are not going to introduce card next week, right? So this process is ongoing process that is going to come next. You don't have to go and offer the cards right now. This is for your understanding that this is coming. Boomerang, of course, we are working. It will be announced.
I wish to, because I follow you since last May. Okay, so May 2nd, whatever, the 1st of May, and so because we're step by step. So the first thing we totally quit on August 28th. I really remember the day. Okay, because I tried to cash out $28,000 per weekly without them then. So I put more money, tried to do mine to get a machine. You know, I bought 50. I put 50,000 the first moment. After that, and I put more because I knew, you know, I can mine more PTCC. I do, you know, because they can go up to $80. When I was doing this, I started selling some by $82. I was so happy because my team is grown and I can use my PTCC and selling them even the 3% from the dividend wallet to give it to the downline. I trade. I can at least use that money or a referral 5% money to pay the convertible bill. So right now, my team stopped to grow, and because everybody came out of the trust. And this morning I got a 2 phone call. Let me finish that, please. 1 second, I will be finished that.
Yeah, shut up.
2 people call me, say they want to find a lawyer to get a lawsuit. I go like, okay, you go ahead, do it. Okay, because number one, Shavez still work on that. The business still on. They didn't shut down. Okay, if you want to quit, he can just shut down the link and then just run away. Okay, that's the creator easiest. He's still there. I said, what kind of company? What kind of business? And the CEO, they get down every Wednesday, talk to everybody. When they come here, they let you guys bullshit them. No. I said, he's still there. Okay, you want to?
TRACY,
you think one of the CEO, they're sitting every Wednesday. Let you guys put bullshit on him. No, because he want to go. He want to keep going. He told us he will run, not run away. I do trust you, but so far I cannot even control the people. You know,
when you
people
retire, when you get old, you're going to be on a meeting.
Yeah,
talking about this, TRACY.
TRACY has used to be a truck driver, like Crypto Dynamo, and he is in all these leadership meetings. He will give praise to Shavez later on, and that's what his role is. Yeah,
He's got a bloody nice lounge that he's in.
Well, it's not a green screen, I don't think. It's the real deal.
No, I think it's real.
Yeah, and also the other thing is, I was taking photos of all these people in case you're wondering what I was doing, because Bob said, take photos, because he likes photos. So I started screenshotting everyone for evidence when we were in court that day.
Call me, they give me stress, and they start saying, Gene, we start trying to find a lawyer. This morning I told them, I said, go ahead, you sue them. He said, he's in Dubai. I'm okay, you want to give us some money to the lawyer? Lawyer be happy with it. They take all the case and you pay them, and what? You want to get your $500 back? I think this is so stupid. But they give me the pressure is, you know, we got to be step by step. But just like we Chinese people say, the bear try to catch the corn. They put a corn under the shoulder, keep putting another one. When it ends on one end of the shoulder, doesn't work. We need to put a basket.
I get the impression the others going, so negative.
I can imagine being married to her and her complaining about something you did, like you left the towel out, or you did put the toothpaste tube back on the tube, or you didn't plug in the
How many times? How many times do I have to tell you? Put your toothbrush away. Don't leave the toothpaste down there.
Yeah, she would just go off it. She'd drive you nuts. You'd have to
I can't even talk that fast, even if I wanted to. But then again, she is going at 50% past the normal speed. Yeah. But good on her, because I thought it's kind of tricky because she was raising some good points about her downline, but then she was kind of almost defending Shavez.
Well, she was basically saying that her downline's got issues, and she's telling them not to be so stupid, and then she's been stupid herself at the upline. But yeah, I did quite think she's quite funny. I was waiting for her to get kicked out and him interrupt her, but they didn't. She must be loaded, and she keeps putting the money in.
It'd be kind of put corn in there, and we hold all the money, which is the basket, to the end, right? Maybe next year, next month. And we should do a step. Miner, Boomerang,
the camera, Joe,
and next. So we ready. Boomerang didn't even set up yet. We gotta keep on and on. We got too much planned. I wish we can do step by step. Let people make some money. See, like everybody else, they can make a $50 or $100 a day. Let them shut up.
Maybe
then we can push my game going on.
Of course, this is exactly what is going to happen. This is what we are talking about. And don't worry.
Not real lounge.
The moment they will have one more transaction.
I reckon he's a doctor, and he's just got out of theater, and he decided
scrubs.
Yeah, it's like yeah, and he's got like 1970 curtains.
He could be a coroner, and he's got a dead body behind him. There's a brain on a steel tray.
He's in the morgue, I reckon.
Yeah.
God. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's
you just wouldn't know, would you?
No.
One more. They will stop pushing you. Trust me, and we will have it in days. This is not very long thing. We are already working on it. This is a separate team that is creating the application for the card because we have.
This guy looks like Captain Starbucks. What do they call it? Buck Rogers. Does he look like a Buck Rogers to you? Yeah.
No, not really, but obviously he does it for you, Danny.
Yeah, no, he's Buck Rogers.
Have to have the vision also to move forward. Otherwise, you guys will not work with me. You guys will start finding something else from today.
Vision, isn't it?
I am here the responsible one. And I always want to be the responsible one to provide more and more. I mean, this will never stop. I mean, I'm really young. I can provide
28
for a long time. And these all things will work. This I will make sure. I will also retire after some time. But till that time, I will provide all these things which will continue to work.
Thank you, Shavez. We'll end the call with Carol. So last question is Carol. Rajiv, please go.
Oh, okay. Wow. I actually, after such a long touch, what was the question? Yeah. Okay. Shavez, you said that we know that 100,000 is the limit, 50,000 is the limit. Now, why I'm saying this in India, I have this hyperpay.
Yes.
That also said that sort of $50,000 Visa card. But here in India, we cannot remove more than 25,000. Max, that's the max.
No.
Have you tried with that? No, I have tried.
I am an Indian.
Who's that guy, you reckon? Seen him before?
What did he say? I'm in India.
We probably. Oh no, he's not. Do I have to go back? Here we go.
Have you tried with that? No, I have tried.
I am an Indian.
Indian.
And I have sent a few cards to India. So
yeah, that he sent a few cards to India, and this is where he raves on about how he gave one to his friggin' driver and the and his cook, as he called her. Now, it's not happening yet. So has he got cards already? I mean, it's so stupid. It's a legend that's all ready to go. Crazy mofo.
Whenever you go, you insert your card. With every bank, you have limit.
I've got to tell
every other ATM associated with different bank, they have limits of cash. So let's say you are withdrawing from State Bank of India. The State Bank of India has $40,000 maximum limit, and every drawing transaction should not be more than 10,000 Indian rupees if it is other bank. So since it is other bank, 10,000, keep withdrawing, and you can withdraw lakhs and lakhs in Indian INR. As simple as that. There is no higher limit.
It gives only one transaction. Then I have to go to other ATM to withdraw. It does not allow. I'm talking
No,
about
no, no,
maybe that will be the limitation in hyperpay. That's what I'm saying. So
Sheila Morris.
Are you, so basic question, coming back to basics. Are you having a Visa
Hi,
card?
Carol.
Visa.
Any Visa card that is SBI or non-SBI Visa card can withdraw multiple times from SBI ATM, yes or no?
Any
Visa card can withdraw multiple times from an ATM or not?
Yeah, if it is the same here, it can. But this card, they are not.
No, that's why I'm saying this is not this card. This is a Visa card.
You're not going to last.
No. Forget hyper.
That is a problem of hyper, basically. So that issue will not be over here, right?
This is not a crypto card. This is a credit US dollar credit card.
He said it's not a crypto card, but at the beginning of it, he said it was a crypto credit card.
Yeah.
So I don't know. He's contradicting himself here. I think he goes off script.
First time,
yeah. So yeah, I've listened to it 3 times. I've done this for the whole day, Rob. I started at I don't even think I started that early. I think it was about 9 o'clock. But I've been going for bloody friggin' whatever hours. Interesting enough, though. Yeah, Tracy, he's a dirty dog, and then we've got Tracy is all over the place. I'd love to know more about the BFIC scam because I don't know anything about that. But I like to keep an eye where Tracy is. I don't even know why he does what he does. He was even went to Dubai with them. He was in Dubai, so he must do something out of this. Anyway, is it really? Good luck with that.
Okay.
So no restrictions. You keep on withdrawing cash until the ATM cash.
Thank you, Rajiv. And Tracy.
Thanks a lot, Shavez. Thanks for going through this. I think that the one thing that some of us, because of maybe our past experiences with crypto debit cards / credit cards, is that we run into issues where merchants and ATMs have individual limits. The card can perform to that extreme, but the merchant may not be able to accept that level. Therefore, you may need to do a couple transactions.
He's right in some ways because sometimes there's a $500 a day limit on things, especially when you're overseas.
Correct.
Well, slightly correct, but let me tell you, most of the merchants, they accept US dollars.
Yes.
By default, and they accept the cards which are associated with Visa and Master. So if these things are
sorry, the merchants do have their individual limits on what they can transact. So it may take a couple transactions to accomplish. Exactly. Okay. So the other question I had, and I want to thank everybody who's asking questions because it definitely gave some clarity to the conversation. The only question I have is when you say that you use the card as a credit card, are we attaching a bank account that we are creating with your company to attach to the card? So therefore, we're depositing cryptocurrency in that account, and that account is being drawn from by the cards transactions.
Exactly. So okay, amazing, you got it.
That's perfect. That's absolutely pristine. I want to thank you very much. Here in North America, that first screen you showed gave me a realization of how little we really are compared to the rest of the world. So I want to thank you for sharing that, and more importantly, I want to thank you for this international community because you guys opened my.
I've listened to him for 3 years, this guy, and I just want to walk up and flick him in the face with my finger like that.
Yeah, did he just ask that question that I was talking about before, whether you have to create an account and that's what the crypto goes into before you can use the card?
It seems like you have to top up the account with USDT and then you can use the card, which is a debit card.
Yeah.
But he said, oh, so you give us a bank account and then we top it up and we use that bank account for the, because originally Shavez did mention that you'd get your own bank account number and we would provide that.
Right.
Now, hopefully I'll get into the next meeting and we'll find out more.
I don't think so.
Nearly finished. I do have a bit of an intro, which that means we haven't got, it's not far to the end. I won't put you through the hell of doing the intro.
My eyes up to what the rest of the world deals with that I am totally naive of. So thank you. Thank you, Shavez. Thank you, Lucky.
Thank you, Tracy.
Rajiv,
Carol.
Yeah. Hi, Shavez.
1 second.
Rajiv, read this.
Is that money coming to me?
Read this.
ये spend किया है Titan में, right?
हाँ, ये Titan means Tanishq. So this guy, I sent card. He bought gold in India.
हाँ, Tanishq में मतलब ये अच्छा जैसे.
So you hear what he just said there, Rob? He sent a card to someone in India, and they just purchase gold in India on the card that he has to apply to Visa to get. You see what do you see what I'm getting at here? It's just like there's elephants in the room. There's a herd of elephants in the room here. But no one's talking about, well, how can you be using the card if you have to apply for the card to be approved by Visa and you're still waiting for them to get your logo approved on it? He must be using blank credit cards. They must have sent him like, oh, we'll just send you 100 credit cards with no logos on them for now. And then when you get approved,
when you get a name.
There we go. Oh my God. Honestly, we've got you going, haven't you, Tracy? You like Tracy as much as I am. He's such a tosser. He's a tosser. He's a tosser.
इसी बता रहा था ना कि there is a limitation of merchant का तो इधर बैंक में 45,000 का limitation होता है.
We might have to slow him down. That guy's friggin'.
It's out of control.
One guy that you cannot listen to him double speed. Here we go.
But it does not allow more than once. So
Exactly. ये 1,94,830 रुपए का transaction. 194,830 Indian rupees transaction, one go.
That is approximately $2,100.
Yes, 21, whatever the conversion rate.
Oh, they're going to be so pissed when they realize this meeting's broadcasted, and we'll use this as evidence.
Amazing, right?
Hopefully.
जल्दी लाओ सर, जल्दी लाओ, इतना लेट मत करो.
Thank you, Zoom.
Thank you. Carol, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Hi, Shavez. Yeah. Thank you for
your mummy,
the card plan. One question I have about it is are we going to be able to have sub cards? Like, can I have a card and then have a card for my children or my spouse, or everybody has to get their own card?
Yes, of course. So you have the app, you buy again, you get number of cards inside your app using one KYC and hand it over to your children, and you handle their spending with one wallet.
Okay.
What I have
Thank
done,
you.
what I have
No,
done,
no.
I will tell you. I have cards under one account. I have handed one card to my driver,
Boom.
one card to my cook for
Boom.
groceries,
Yep.
and one card to my assistant
Oh.
for paying all these bills.
Okay.
So it is very easy to manage everything
So it's
with one
established.
wallet inside home. So this is what I do personally.
Wow, that's awesome. All right. So my next question is a little bit off topic, but I hope you'll answer me. A lot of us
Not likely.
leaders don't have the 100 transactions limit yet.
Oh, here's another thing.
Are you going to allow us to have it, or you're done?
Of course.
You'll have that one day, Rob. You've got one transaction a day at the moment. You're 30 cents a day.
I made my first transaction today.
How much did you get?
26 cents.
Wow, that's a wee bit above average. Well,
That'll
actually, it's
add
not. Yeah, it will add up. Oh, that's great. Excellent. Well, let's carry on.
The team was doing some tests for multiple transactions, and that is the reason why no more.
Hey, look at the bottom right-hand corner. If you're still awake there, Rob, and you see that lady, whatever her name is, and she's got a money counting machine. You watch.
More new limits were added
God.
during that time.
Oh, and
Yes,
they
need
people in here at the
more,
moment.
little more time to complete everything in terms of deployment. And once they complete, I will add. Of course, all the rank leaders are basically required.
So
to
there's
get
rank
100.
leaders who haven't even
And
got stuff.
I will also try to introduce a bunch of transactions, like 5 or 10, for your leaders who are under you and they are working hard, and they also need to go in market and show. So we will include one more category, but this category can be included on the contract when the update will go. So with the next update, this update will also go in process, where few transactions can be introduced for some people who are.
Oh my God, why don't you just answer the bloody question and go, yes, sorry, we'll make sure that. I mean, there's 70 people in this room. I tell you one thing I did notice here, Rob. The 70 people in the room was consistent. Only 1 or 2 dropped off. And no one, so they're all glued to this. Like, this is they were active, which I was quite impressed by, I must say.
Like shit to a blanket.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that one for a while, eh?
Throw a bit of dirt against the wall and it falls off, but it leaves a mark. It's like skids in your undies, isn't it? You know about that? Yeah, I hate that.
Going in the ground to, they must have multiple.
So even though he's been saying that the leaders have 100 transactions a day to test the AI, it's actually not true.
Well, it's only it'll be Carl Miller. It was Trash Shit, and what's the other guy? The friggin' Mighty Joe.
No, because it's that English guy as well. He said that he's got 100 transactions a day as well. Remember?
So 100 transactions mean that a daily you would get $30 if you were averaging. You should apply to be a leader.
Well, it's just quite funny, how he comes on a meeting and he makes a statement, and here we are at a leaders meeting, and the leaders are saying, well, that's not true.
Yeah, you don't let the truth get in the way of a good story, though, Rob. You know that. All right, let's carry on. Nearly there. We've got some exciting stuff coming up in a second. They mentioned me again.
Licenses. Those of us that bought $10,000 licenses, $5,000 licenses. Is there gonna be a change in the in the profits you're making?
Yeah, of course there will be.
Yes, of course. As I explained, there will be a change, and there will be slighter, bigger transactions, and then their position in the ICO will be big. And of course, for $10,000 licenses, I will offer them card at discount. Come on.
Good. So I don't have to bother paying for my own card, right? I'll just wait for the free one. All right.
Sure.
Because right now, if you
Thank you
bought
very
anything
much.
more than a $500 license, you're actually getting
Carol,
penalized.
and
Proportionally, you're getting less.
Oh. Very passionate, honesty.
Just in case you hadn't thought about that, Danny, if you had a $500 license, you're getting one trade a day. But if you had a $10,000 license, you're getting one trade a day. So proportionately, the return you're getting if you bought the higher license is actually far less than the person who's trading exactly the same speed as you, but they only put 500 in the game. You put 20 times more, but you don't get 20 times as many transactions. You still only get one.
So you should have theoretically bought 20 $500 license, and then you would have been able to do 20 transactions a day.
Well, I guess you could have looked at it that way, yes.
Are you going to buy 19 more now, Rob?
I might do.
Shavez, I just want to quickly just request everyone not to post too many things from this meeting, the leaders, everywhere, or Facebook or anywhere else, because even the link for today was shared. I had Danny's person in the waiting room for 30 minutes.
Person.
I want to know who Danny's person was. I think it must be Bob.
Danny person, eh?
I bet that was the nickname. Danny.
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 Hey, Danny.
It's
Danny.
Hey, Danny.
One more time.
Hey, Danny.
Danny?
Yeah?
Yeah, how you doing? It's Danny de Hek. You may have heard of me. We're just doing
No, I'm not heard of you.
Oh, haven't you? Oh, I'm associated with Sam Lee. I know you're associated with Sam Lee.
Associated with criminals.
That was Nandy. Sam Lee's old flame. Placement from May Samavu. Ah, dear, here we go.
So even though I'm requesting not to share anywhere, but people are sharing. So if I find out who's doing that, or I see a post on Facebook, next meeting you won't be allowed.
I got it
and
from
it's simple as
Shavez.
that. So thank you. I've said my piece.
Transparency, Lucky. Transparency.
Thank you so much.
We'll get two meetings.
Of course, I want to emphasize on this. Please make sure whatever we discuss, because you guys are free to ask anything. I want to feel free to say anything in these meetings with you guys.
Free.
And this intimacy, the sanctity of this intimacy should be maintained.
I love the intimacy.
This is my request. You guys are my closest and my best allies in this business.
You're all going down the same
So
hole.
whatever we discuss in this room, positive, negative, should stay in this room always.
Yeah.
I want to trust you guys, and I want you guys to trust me.
You've got Danny's word, mate. You've got Danny's word.
You're all shit together. Remember that guy they had on that day? And you've got a shit together, and you have a big pile of shit, and you're all shit together. So you guys are all shit together.
Mr. Satoshi. Oh, man. Man, it's late.
So much.
Thank you. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
What audit report, Tiger?
Right. Well, that's it, mate. That was it.
We got there.
We did. I think we did pretty well. I think it was quite good, actually. I was quite impressed by us. And thank you to our audience. We've had 20 people in here most of the night. And sanity. Susie's probably got the last words there. Sanity of this intimacy. Oh, my God. Have I said that right? Seriously?
Sanctity of this intimacy. Oh, my God. Seriously, baby.
Get a room. But I thoroughly enjoyed it, Rob. That was probably most had my heart beating. Not every day I get the privilege of going in and listen to 70 people who are trying to figure a way to make money and be rich. None of them seem to be rich. No one seems to be breaking the money. None, you know what I mean? Like, they're all trying to make money, and they're telling everyone that's going to buy a $500 license that they are going to have a generational wealth if they purchase a $500 license. And when you start with that $500 license, you could make $1,500 in one day. And then you use that $1,500 to buy 3 more licenses. And then you make $4,500. And then you use that money to buy 9 licenses. And how long did it take before you become a non-millionaire?
Oh, I don't know. But inside a year, mate, a year, you become the richest man on the planet. Elon must be asking you for a loan and you'd be handing him one of your crypto credit cards and say, "Away you go. Go
Hey,
buy
Todd,
another mega factory for Tesla." I'm bloody tired. I better go.
Can you read that
And
before
you
go?
can wrap it up.
Oh, what'd she say? I've seen her acting on Indian Zoom. Do you know, Lucky's actually had people in her community that have done terrible things to themselves because I'm not. All right, mate. Hey, thanks, Rob. You're awesome. Love your
Just
background, by the way.
Easter, baby.
Fuck
To
again.
my loyal fans, there are none. But if there were,
Oh,
goodbye and
hey,
thank you.
Theo.
Well done, Danny.
Yeah, it was good.
Danny.
Danny.
I can't find the watch. There it is. Bye.
See, mate. So that's it. That's it. It is 8 minutes past 2 in the morning for me. I think it was a marathon day for me. We basically got that meeting live broadcast about 9 o'clock New Zealand time for us. And no doubt India is probably waking up now and watching even this very live broadcast. So if you want to help me help you, there's a couple of things you can do. You can actually go to our website, which I will bring up. And it's just literally a matter of going to thehek.com. We are actually providing a free service to people, and it's called Where My Crypto Gone. So if you go to bookings, hold your mouse over that, you'll be in the wrong place. But if you go over to contact us, it's a Where My Crypto Go. And in here, we've got a form that anybody can fill out. They put their crypto wallet address in there, and we want to track your crypto. So if you want to do that, go to thehek.com and fill out that form. That's one thing you can do. The other thing that you can do is simply go to thehek.com and you can check out our name and shame list. So if you come down here, you've got a couple of what I call blogs, how to report cybercrime and crypto scams. In here, it provides you all the links for all the different companies that you were that you can report these crimes to. Now, some of this video actually went off to the FMA, I heard today, a little birdie told me. And so they will be reviewing it because we have currently got a bit of an active investigation going on. And that was incriminating to find that New Zealanders and Australians were actually in the meeting we just watched. You can see I've also got the official Avenger name and shame list of notorious Ponzi schemes and MLM promoters. It's a bit of a mouthful, but you come down here, you'll see, first of all, you should have a video. There it is. And we've got a list of all these people that we see in these Zoom meetings. And you come down here a little bit, we've got the dark world of Ponzi schemes and scams. And I've literally labeled, oh, no, I haven't. There they are. Here's a list of a lot of Ponzi schemes and scams that we've actually investigated lately and recently. And then you can see down here, I've got a list of people who are the promoters. Now, we're talking about the Yvonne Henrys, Tammy Jacksons, Valerie A. Campbell. You may have heard that. Andre Christensen, Simon Lee. These are all the big promoters. Like Simon Lee, he's in Vietnam. And I've actually got files on a lot of these people. Currently, I've got active probably 190 different people in my database. And we are sharing that information to help actually bring down these criminals. They are criminals. Here is a list of names that we have seen in Zoom meetings. And what it basically means, if we were to come along and let's search for a name that's a wee bit more trickier, and you go to Google and you search for somebody's name, you will see that they actually do come up in the search engine, and it's called the name and shame list of notorious Ponzi scheme promoters, and that's because that person's name is mentioned. And if you went through here enough, you will find another list here, and it's got P and G group exposed. And notice that I've managed to trick the search engines into actually going through my website and picking out people's names so that we can literally bring up the results. So if somebody was searching for anybody's name and just put the word scam after it, you'll see that the first thing you'll see is the name and shame list. And the second thing you'll see is actually the tag where I've used that person's name. So you don't want to be on that list. However, if you're on that list and you think, I don't need to be on that list, I'm not a scammer, I was an investigator and I was just trying to do something. Thank you, Susie. You can run away if you have to. I know you're a busy lady. Really appreciate having you here today. You'll see this actually has created a whole page just on that person's name. And it works out really good sometimes. It's a wee bit more complicated, but I'm really good with SEO. And today was certainly a victory for the Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And if you do want to help us, you can actually literally go to our Contact Us page, click on that Contact Us page, and you will find a form where you can fill out and tell us what opportunity you got hooked into, how much money you put into it, when you did it. You can keep it anonymous, but we'll use that information to put in our database and build a bigger jigsaw puzzle of these scammers. And the last thing I want to do is I want to thank somebody who's been sponsoring me for about 2 or 3 years now, and I never really give them any credit. If you go to my Contact Us button and you hold your mouse over here, you'll see I've got YouTube. So you click on YouTube. Now, YouTube's not sponsoring me. It would be good if they did. But notice I stayed on my website, and you can see the videos are all embedded on my web page. Now, that plugin is the sponsor. I can also go to Facebook, and anything that's on my Facebook page is nicely, seamlessly brought into my onto my website. Now, I have probably removed a few things here. They haven't loaded. I'll probably need to refresh it, but something's not quite right there. There you go. Maybe it's not the best one. What's happening here? Maybe it doesn't bring up thumbnails for images. I'm curious now. But when you click on them, it actually keeps it here. Oh, I know what's happening. I set up meetings and I delete them because I don't go live, and that's what's picked up all that one. So that's probably not a good example, but let's go back. They do update it every now and again. So let's go to Instagram. But it's a great wee plugin. I'm going to show you something real cool about it. So if you want to support them and you use WordPress, or you want to share their words, you can see here, this is my Instagram account, and notice how it seamlessly embeds into my website. Pretty cool. A company called Embed Social. So that's the first time I've actually ever talked about them. And now if you sign up, you can have a demo. I don't even think I've got an affiliate link on that one. I think it just goes straight there. I could be wrong. But yeah, so that's today's Leaders Exposed. Probably my best day for a long time. Do go through that. Yes, Shavez does smoke. We do have one other poll to finish off, and we'll end that poll. I'll try to put the poll results in the results. But out of curiosity, how many people knew that Shavez was a smoker? Well, we had 20 votes, and 85% of people did not know that Shavez was a smoker. So that was a bit of a shock to us all. And the last poll we did, I'm trying to make that fit so I can actually read it. We had 6 votes because it's late at night. And it says, how do you know when Shavez is telling a lie? And 100% of people got it right. Mouth is moving. So that was pretty cool. Hey, thank you guys. Hope I'll see you in the next live. As I always say, thank you for being here. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. It is the 26th of July 2024, and it is 2:16 a.m. in New Zealand, where I am from. And I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. And I'll come after you, and I'll find you, and I'm quite happy. If you've got any Zoom links, do reach out to us. My contact details are really easy to find. I don't hide. Dehek.com. Go to my email. Get my email, danny@dehek.com. Any links to Zoom meetings where they're promoting multi-level marketing opportunities, I want them. Come and give them to me. Hey, thank you, honestly, Susie, MCAR. It's nice to be back online at this time and see some real cool stuff. I am tempted to have a wee look around and see if there's any Zoom meetings, but I got to go to bed. See you tomorrow morning. See you tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.